Hi.
What?
Hey.
Oh, shit, we started.
Oh, we started.
Yay.
You are watching Carefree High, a Monsterhearts 2 actual play here on Happy Jack's RPG.
Woo.
I am Adam Woefully Unprepared West, your GM, sort of mostly GM tonight. And these are players and also a GM. Try to guess which one.
Oh, we're starting over here this time.
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's Joey, and I am back playing Oliver Thorne, the Queen.
I'm Mac, and I'm Secret Hitler. I mean, the co-GM of this game. And I am playing Lila Driscoll, who is the werewolf.
I am Tappy, and I am not the Secret Hitler.
That's exactly what Secret Hitler would say.
Right?
And I am playing Rose Lee Ying, the Infernal.
Excellent. I am Gina, and I'm playing Ivy Harker, the Mortal.
And I, Adam, am also playing Max Franklin, the Hollow.
The Hot Hollow.
Yes, Hot
The
Hollow.
hot low?
The Hollow.
Maybe.
Hashtag? New hashtag?
Yeah.
And our hashtag is Carpe Garbage. You should follow us on Instagram.
Make us
Twitter
t-shirts.
at Happy Jack's RPG. and use hashtag Carpe Garbage to communicate with us. We love it. We love you. And yes.
We love garbage.
And we love garbage.
What?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Thematically appropriate garbage.
Yes.
I don't eat garbage.
I said love.
That's exactly what someone who doesn't eat garbage would say.
So speaking of loving garbage, Joey, do you have a recap for us?
I do, and I'm sorry it's a little long. A lot happened last episode.
A lot happened. Also,
And so much and so not so much.
Oh my God, yes. And we have been gone for 3 weeks, so it's a little fuzzy for all of us. But just so our listeners and watchers know, like, we are now going to be back on our regular schedule, so every 2 weeks from tonight.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. Yes. Joey, take it away.
All right. Are you going to lead me in?
Previously on Carefree High.
Cop cars were parked outside Thorne Manor as the coroner wheeled out a body bag from the garage. Oliver sat outside with his mother and their lawyer, Ivy's dad, locking eyes with Max, who was being put into a car by his cousin, Anna, and being driven away. Cut to the hospital, where Lila was being released from the hospital. Good writing, Joey. And into her parents' care. This is why you proofread, folks. Rose woke up in her bed, living her best Disney princess life. Everything was coming up Rose.
Thank you for that.
Ivy woke up in her bed, having cried herself to sleep. Slowly putting herself together, Lila decided to give her favorite shirt an overdue makeover and cut it into a fashionable crop top. Anna gave Max a stern talking to about his actions the night before. She wasn't angry, just disappointed. Max assured her that he had nothing to do with Everett's death. She told him he needed to learn to work through these new feelings and how to express them. Anna decided to give Max a second chance and let him go back to school. Max said he wouldn't break any more promises.
No, we do not break promise.
Ivy sat numb at the breakfast table as her mother told Ivy the most sterile, polite explanation as to what was going on next door. Her mother praised Ivy for being so responsible and coming home early like a good girl and not getting mixed up in what happened. Ivy got a ride to school from her mother. Rose came to Lila's door to walk her to school. Lila started drastically regretting her new look, and despite Rose's reinforcement, Lila rebuttoned her overalls and covered herself up.
Aww.
Rose helped Lila cover up as Lila caught her scent, which she still found intoxicating.
Yes.
Cut to homeroom, where they announced there would be an assembly discussing the tragedy that occurred the previous evening. Oliver was missing from class. Ivy and Rose see a girl they don't recognize walk in. She gave a total flower child vibe and sat down in Oliver's vacant seat. Lila was too distracted by the strange scents she had begun picking up from everyone in class, especially coming off of Max. Ivy tried to engage the new girl in conversation,
so many people.
but appears to be the only one in the room who can see her and hear her. After some confused looks by Oliver's clique, the girl gives Ivy a slight smile and disappeared. Ivy pumped the clique for info regarding Oliver's whereabouts, and Liam told her that he heard Oliver killed his driver. Ivy immediately shut that rumor down and told the clique to do the same to protect Oliver's reputation. Rose felt a tap on her shoulder as an infatuated Liam asked Rose out. Lila began growling at Liam, and Rose turned him down, suspecting a cruel prank by the popular kids. Lila attempted to keep her jealousy under control, and did how a werewolf do. She begged to go to the bathroom and fled to the weirdo bathroom without her hall pass. After trying to catch her breath, she looked into the mirror and saw her eyes were stranger than normal, more yellow. Cut to the front of the school, where Oliver's father reminded him that despite everything that had happened, there could not be talk about the night before, and he needed to keep himself together. The family's reputation must come first. Oliver swiftly assured his father that he could handle himself and cut him down in the process, then proceeded to go into the school, dressed in his social armor. Back in the weirdo bathroom, Rose found Lila bent over the sink, eyes shining yellow. Lila tried to push Rose away in an attempt to protect her, and Rose revealed that she knows exactly what is happening to Lila. She's a werewolf. Lila went down the denial spiral and told her that was movie monster bullshit. And just because Rose thinks she's a witch and has some dark power helping her doesn't mean that she's a werewolf. To make her believe, Rose called on the dark power to gain the ability to fly around the bathroom. Meanwhile, Oliver, on his way to homeroom, heard this very strange conversation coming from the girls' bathroom and eavesdropped on their conversation. The dark power convinced Rose to let it help and calmed Lila down and made her realize everything Rose said was real. And it was fine. Rose reminded Lila that the evening was the full moon and they needed to do something but had no idea what. The bell rang and everyone flooded into the hall. Max waited for Ivy in the doorway, took her hand, and they were going to go someplace they could talk in private when they saw Oliver at the other end of the hall. Oliver saw them holding hands, and Ivy pulled Max into a stairwell. Max apologized to Ivy for what had happened the previous night. Not the sex, though. The sex was great. And filled Ivy in on Everett. He also wanted to make sure Ivy was okay. She said she was, but Max could tell she was lying and became suspicious and decided to leave her there and walk away. Oliver felt vulnerable and wounded when he saw Ivy and Max see him and ignore him and disappear into the stairwell, and turned that hurt into ire as he made his way to their stairwell, kicked in the door, stared down the exposed Judases, making a huge scene. Ivy and Max tried to figure out who was upsetting Oliver and reconcile their issues with each other. Ivy ditched her next class and went to the library to research the ghost girl. Ivy found her again while wandering the book stacks. Her name is Lisa Regina. Ivy recognized her as the voice trying to warn her about the basement in Brittany's party. Ivy walked around the corner of the stack to get a better look at her, and saw her lying on the floor, blood pooling around her skull, and spattered on the walls. Lisa's eyes opened wide, and she reached out a bloody hand to Ivy, streaking her face, and then disappeared. Ivy fled the library. At the assembly that afternoon, Oliver sat with his clique, the new clique intern, Sam Dillinger. Max and Ivy sat together. Lila was sitting alone, staring at Max, trying to figure out what was wrong with him. Rose arrived at the assembly with a gift for Lila, but was intercepted by Jenny Fager. Jenny told Rose that the cheer squad was performing at the end of the week and needed her on the squad, but Rose told her she wasn't interested anymore. Jenny kept pushing, and Rose called on the dark power to make her terrified of Rose, and Jenny bolted from the gym. Rose finally gave Lila her gift, a rose, a handmade card, and a poem.
My heart.
Nice.
Oh, my heart. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Mrs. Lincoln, the principal, led the assembly and gave the student body a general briefing on what happened at Thorn Manor that morning to quell any gossip and to praise Oliver for his bravery, for keeping calm and carrying on. Ivy led the applause to let Oliver know she still supported him and to get him to forgive her. Oliver stood up and addressed the student body with a rousing speech about community support. During Oliver's speech, he and Rose locked eyes, and her dark power suggested to Rose she tried to get Oliver's soul. Imagine what we can do with that kind of charisma. At the same time, Oliver felt the next time he really needed something, all he needed to do was ask. Suddenly, the faint sounds of sirens cut through the assembly, and Stu the janitor whispered something in Principal Lincoln's ear, and they left the gym. Vice Principal Conway told everyone to remain seated due to an emergency outside. The piercing sirens caused Lila to run out of the gym, casting aside Rose's gift, and come face to face with a wailing Brittany. Jenny is dead. Rose came across the discarded rose, stomped it out flat, out of hurt. Lila ran to her safe haven just off the school grounds and just openly wept. Rose tried to follow but was pushed face to face with Oliver. He tried to goad her with snide remarks about her and Lila's apparently rocky relationship, but Rose fired back at Oliver and kept walking. They found out that Jenny ran into traffic on the highway and was hit by a car in an apparent suicide. Ivy heard a familiar voice behind her saying, "Told you so." Lisa was standing right behind her. Ivy grabbed Max, and Lisa confirmed that they had met at Brittany's party. Lisa told them she used to go here, and Max took Ivy to a picture of Lisa in the trophy case dated 1968. Lisa told them she tried to warn them about not letting it out, but they didn't listen. No one ever listens. Ivy had a vision of herself back at the basement and could see the dark shape of a man with icy blue smoke coming from his eyes, staring at her with gratitude. Oliver was in the gym after finishing a phone call from his father. His breath went ice cold. It's evil, it's driven by pure jealousy, and it's our problem now.
Oh, yes.
And Max
can't be
saw
jealous
her
of us.
too. Yeah.
Max saw her too. Yes, Max and Ivy both saw
Yeah.
Selena. And Rose has seen her too, but you
Rose
don't
is
know
social
that.
climbing off the thing.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Oliver,
Yo.
you see your breath forming mist before you, and you can feel someone standing right behind you.
Before turning around, can I help you?
Oh, yes, you can.
I turn around, and what do I see?
You see a man.
Okay.
He is wearing a suit with an ice blue necktie. Very fashionable, but also very traditionally, like, classic kind of suit look. So almost timeless. Very short cropped hair, like brilliant white, and his eyes are just like a piercing light blue as well.
Okay.
You're Oliver.
Last time I checked, yeah. Who are you?
It's not important. Just wondering if you would like everything you've ever dreamed of.
What are you, a college scout?
Close enough. I can make all your wishes come true.
Wishes like what?
You tell me. What do you want?
That's a good question. I want to rule this school.
That's simple.
Unchallenged.
Unchallenged. That's more complicated. You want the easy way?
Well, it depends. What do you want for the easy way?
Very little, really. I just want you to succeed.
Why? What's in it for you?
Oh, that's not important. What are you willing to pay?
Money's not really an issue. How much do you want?
I don't want money at all.
Kind of backing away a little bit. What are you in? What do you want?
You're not getting the pedophile vibe.
Okay.
Yet. Sorry, no. It's Monsterhearts too. I have to. No, sorry. Perhaps a little too far on my part. I apologize. The yet was a joke. It's very likely that I might have use of you, and at some point in the future, I will need your help. It's very simple. You do me a favor when I need it, and I will do you many favors.
I've changed what I wanted.
What's that?
I want to eclipse my brother.
That's a more interesting choice, I think.
Part of that is becoming the leader of this school.
Well, of course.
But more importantly, I want people to see me for me, not as the younger brother of Will.
You want...
But I don't know what you can do for that. I mean, it's not like you can erase him.
Why don't you gaze into the abyss?
Oh,
So, did my dark power just suddenly leave?
I know.
Sounds very similar.
It does.
I have an idea. I got it.
Oh, ruh-roh,
that is a 4!
XP.
XP!
Well, I'll see what I can do. But when it's done, it will come from my payment.
Deal. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
That's the spirit, Oliver. Good boy. And he reaches out and he just kind of taps your forehead, and you fall to the ground unconscious.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
Cold beans. Freezing cold beans.
Freezing cold
Yeah.
beans. Very cold beans. So, Rose, you're
Yes.
pushing your way through the crowd, trying to chase after Lila.
Uh-huh.
And I forget, did we say you kind of have an idea where she would have gone?
Yeah,
right?
I'm
No,
pretty sure.
I'm pretty
but-
sure, like, if anybody knew
Yeah.
where Lila would have gone, it would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
Rose.
Okay.
Yeah. Rose is also kind of ugly crying at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
Aw.
she's having a rough time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of Lila or because
Yeah,
of-
because she threw the rose down.
Yeah.
And so she stomped on it and walked out.
Yeah.
Through.
Rose, darling. Rose. My beautiful Rose. Calm yourself. I will never let you down.
She is having trouble even saying anything. It's the
Aw.
kind of thing as she's just like trying to get out.
Did you say you're heading kind of towards where you think Lila would be, or you're just going?
I think she's just kind of just going out
Yeah. Yeah.
at this point. She will deal with that situation when she figures out what the situation is.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Do you want my help?
Just want to be left alone right now. I can talk to you. And then she just starts weeping again.
Okay. So you're heading towards where you think Lila went?
Yeah, I think she'll get outside
Yeah.
and just have a good
Yeah. So
long cry.
Oh, okay. So most of the crowd is just like pushing towards the front of the school, up towards the road. So it's once you get out of the building, it's really easy to kind of break off and go in a different direction.
And that's where the sirens and stuff
Yeah,
are?
that's where all
Okay.
the sirens are coming from, and you can see the lights spinning out by the road, and and everybody's just trying to push to rubberneck to see what's happening. Yeah.
So she'll start to calm down probably after a little while.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. And then, are you looking for Lila, or are you done with that? Is
No,
that- okay.
she is definitely going to go find Lila.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she probably even just left all of her like books and everything, like ditched all of that behind.
Yeah.
And just is
Yeah.
fucking off to try and find her now.
Yeah. Okay. What was the homework you had due the next day, tomorrow?
The homework was they probably had some more Shakespeare,
Okay.
and then some geometry.
Okay. All right. Collective Decision. What's the Shakespeare play that is being read in class right now?
It was Julius Caesar.
Actually,
Oh,
yeah,
'cause
that
there
did come
was-
up.
That's
Yeah.
right. We did already decide that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, as you kind of get off by yourself, you start to. You hadn't finished reading Julius Caesar, but you start to feel this sense of understanding that you know exactly what happens, and you know what it all means. And it's almost like it's like that feeling that you get when something just kind of clicks and makes sense in your brain, and you have these sort of sudden realizations about things. Yes, yeah. So, and and you just hear Mark Antony's speech just kind of like starts going through your head, and it kind of helps focus yourself. And why don't you also gaze into the abyss? Let's see what happens.
That is a 7.
7. Okay.
Nice.
So so you have you start to you're thinking about this speech, and do you personally know Julius Caesar?
It's been a long time since I read it.
So, so Mark Antony's big speech at the end, he's trying to unite all the Romans after the death of Caesar, and say, look, this is an awful thing, but
we come to bury Caesar now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so but he's saying this, after Julius Caesar has been betrayed by the entire Senate, and so you start to realize that there are a lot of parallels to what's been happening with you in these last couple of days, but it's hard to understand if it's because you're Caesar, or because you're Brutus, or because you're Mark Antony. Are you the betrayed, the betrayer, or the one who comes to rule after?
I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. We don't know either. I can't wait to find out. Yeah. What is Lila doing? All right.
So there was sort of this patch of brush that's just outside of like a hole in the fence. It's one of those things where like you can kind of pull it to the side, and if you don't know it's there, you wouldn't even notice it's And she's kind of slipped out. That's like her place to go and hide and be away.
Okay.
And we determined that she had clarity, but it was sort of that checked out clarity, like, oh, I'm in a dream. That is gone now. But the realization of things hasn't slipped away. So she's probably almost a little like comatose, sitting there going, I don't, her mind just kind of running, trying to figure out what she's going to do, because if everything that Rose told her is correct, what the hell does she do with herself that night? And because of that, she's terrified to go get help from anybody because she doesn't want to hurt them.
Yeah.
Like, she knows what's going to happen, but also isn't accepting what's going to happen. It's like that really weird sort of disassociation. Where it's like, you know what's happening, at the same time you also go, it's over there.
Right, yeah. Let's keep it over there.
Yeah, and I imagine like everything in the desert seems extremely loud and vibrant to her right now, too.
Yeah, and the sun is kind of glaring. It's hot, and you're just hyper aware of every skittering insect all around you.
And I imagine from the school, even at that distance, if there's a bit of a breeze, she's probably picking up the panic and the fear of all the students on the other side of the school.
Yeah, yeah. And that's when you see a rabbit just kind of like dart out in front of you and take off across the desert.
It's going to end very badly for the rabbit.
It might. Why don't you keep your cool?
All right. That's not a great stat for me. It's not terrible, though. I got a 7.
Ooh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So you feel this overwhelming urge to start running and chasing it.
Yep. Haas and Pepper.
And you really just want to go and want to run, but you do also kind of have that realization that that it is kind of silly for a human to go chasing a rabbit. So, are you human or not?
I think in that moment she's not sure, but I think that just being who she is as a person and naturally being more calm, quiet, reserved, I think she's going to sit there and it's going to be really difficult not to give chase, but I think she's going to dig her fingernails into the palms of her hands.
Okay.
To try and, like, ground herself.
Yeah.
And, like, she's going to dig in probably hard enough that it starts bleeding.
Starts to bleed. Okay.
And it just, like, closes her eyes and is trying to close off everything. And it's not working, but she's trying her hardest to just shut it all down.
Okay.
Even though she really wants to eat that rabbit.
Yeah. It looks delicious. So
Rose is still going to go after her, too.
Okay, you are going to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She just needed to get out of the crowd and get a little time.
Okay. And we're going to get to you, Ivy.
Oh, no. I'm enthralled, actually. So I have no problem.
Right? Yeah. So your crazy situation had a slight bit of resolution. So I'm going to take care of the cliffhangers.
Yeah,
first.
no, for sure.
So you come back around the custodian shed and see the shrubbery, and are you crying still, or have you kind of like, is the pain kind of let you calm down?
I think it's probably holding in. I think she doesn't want to be crying because that's just inhaling more.
Yeah.
It's almost like as little movement as possible, as little breathing as possible, just trying to crush all of that down.
Yeah.
And just like there's just blood like dripping from her hands from digging in her nails so hard.
Okay. And so Rose, you pull the bush aside and you see Lila on the other side. Are you like on your knees or like standing or?
I think probably just sitting. It's it's like just trying to like crunch in on herself, like make herself as small and non-existent as possible.
Yeah.
I think when Rose sees her, she's going to have like one extra tear.
Yes, my heart. Hashtag Rosala.
And I think that Lila is trying so hard to crush all of that down. She probably did not notice Rose showing up. Like under other circumstances, probably would have been like super alert.
Yeah.
It hasn't registered.
Yeah, your senses are really overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, it's too much.
And like you smell her, but you're smelling so many other things right now. It doesn't register that.
Yeah,
oh,
it's noise.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah. What do you do?
Rose is going to slowly walk over. Not trying to sneak up, but
it's going to end up being that anyway.
Yeah.
And just when she's about maybe a couple feet away, like probably too close, just say, "Hey."
Lila's totally going to like jump and like land on the crowd like.
And just,
do you like
Rose
an
jumps
animalistic
back
kind of crowd?
Oh
yeah. Startle each other.
It's probably more graceful than it should have been.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to say I'm sorry about being weird today. And it's.
What do I do?
I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I can tell you is that I'll be here with you.
And do what? And do what? And do what? Get torn apart? Is it? Oh my! This can't. How and what should I go somewhere? I don't know what to do.
Oh.
Tell me what to do.
Yes.
Is there a thing for information? I don't think there is.
You could gaze into the abyss, or you could, because you have. Wait, do you have strings on the dark power, or
no? Dark power has strings on me,
right? Yeah. But you can give it a string, to do things.
But I think instead, what I'm going to say is, let's just go out into the desert, like far away. We can go up on Black Mountain.
And what are you going to do? I mean, what I could hurt you. Don't laugh.
No, I'm not laughing about that. I don't care.
I care.
Well, you don't get to say what I do. So there.
Very hard.
No, I have my wiles too. But
I can't hurt you. You understand that, right?
I know.
I can't. How is it real? And I think she's gonna unfold her hands out towards her, and it's just a horrible mess of
there is so much blood, but there is no wound.
And I don't think Lila realized that until right then either.
Yeah. I think Rose is going to realize that when she runs over and grabs her hands.
Oh. How did you know? How could you possibly have known?
I know things.
That's not good enough.
I know a lot of cosmic things now. I know it sounds dumb.
It really does. And she puts her head in her hands and doesn't even think about it, and it's just smeared.
Blood all over your face.
Come here. She grabs her face and grabs her dress and starts wiping it off here.
So sweet.
I could see the signs, and I had a vision. I know. I had a vision. And
what does that mean?
I saw you turn into a well.
Is that was the whole vision?
Well, I might have eaten some people. And we're going to make sure that doesn't happen.
Oh.
I think I need to roll to keep my cool.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Because she's to be told right there and being told, oh, you ate some people in the vision.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
That's a 5.
Well, you get some XP.
I do. It means I get to level up.
Yay.
Oh, I'm going to take another move.
All right. I would like you to run away then.
Okay. So in a second, I'm taking.
Possible for me to keep my cool to hold on. I know you're not supposed to.
Ooh.
Let's see how this resolves.
Werewolf move.
I don't want to completely separate you from the situation for sure, because we all know. Spoiler alert, but Rose has to be there when Lila turns. We all know this has to happen. It cannot not happen because that would be shitty writing. So
I have to do this.
So
I may have to do
you may just have to follow, or
Okay, let's see.
So
run away. I also took a werewolf move because I leveled up.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Cool. So that is a 9.
9. Okay. All right. So you get to choose. You can run into something worse, cause a big scene, or leave something behind.
Well, not that I haven't done all of these things before. Well, I don't think I want to run into something worse this time. Everything's pretty worse.
I mean, worse could be yourself.
Yeah, I could.
Well, no, there's at least one worse hanging out still.
Right, yeah.
There's nobody around, presumably, but there might be. I'm going to cause a big scene.
Oh, okay. All right. How does that look?
I'm sorry, I ate people? What, you weren't going to say anything about that, and you want to hang out with? No, you don't get to come with. You don't get to decide. I'm done.
No, it was just a vision.
And Lila takes off across the desert.
I bet. I hope I don't manage to catch up with her until dusk.
We eventually have to play more than like 12 hours.
I can totally try and track her down.
So you're debating like you realize I mean you can probably do some sort of thing to be able to run that fast, but she is running way faster than she should be able to. But like you see her heading towards Black Mountain, you hear a voice next to you say, "I know you wanted to be alone, but I'm hoping that you'll let me help."
Is this the guy?
You turn and look. He is, our audience sees, he's like the same dude, but jet black hair, red eyes, and like deeply tanned skin, and wearing a black suit with a red tie.
So his manifestation is slightly different, but it's the same guy. The audience.
It's the same actor.
It's the same actor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's so easy being evil.
They're both David Bowie.
Yes. I think you're right to help her. And I think this is good. And I have to say, I am so impressed with your strength, Rose. And I know you've been asking for a lot from me, but I didn't give you that. You got that yourself.
Is this my dark power?
It's the exact same voice.
Hi.
Hi.
And she like wipes her face.
It's so nice to finally meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. I mean, thank you
Oh, it's my pleasure.
for everything. Thank you. How are you? I'm like,
Yeah, he's like he's physical. Like he's real. He's right there. Yeah, like you can see him very clearly. Like you poke him and your finger hits fabric, and yeah. He's kind of
very confused.
Yeah. I felt a change, and I felt like I could finally make myself seen again.
Is that a good thing?
That depends on your perspective, Rose. For us, could be, but it could also be very bad.
For not us?
Well, for everyone.
Oh. Eyes very wide.
You should go after her. I promise I won't let anything happen to you. You won't get hurt, no matter what she's afraid of.
Oh, okay, I will. Thank you. Thank you.
And keep up that strength. We're going to need it.
Okay. And she's actually like really grinning.
Yeah.
Thank you. And like does little handshake bow, just kind of flustered, and then goes off to follow Layla.
Yeah.
And she's going to give the dark pirate string for heightened senses so she can smell her. Yes.
Oh, yeah. And as you're walking away, he just smiles, and you can feel all your senses flare up, and it's almost like there's just this bright line of scent going straight after her. It's so strong and so clear, and you know, like you don't even have to run because you know you're not going to lose her.
You do werewolf.
Intoxicating.
Intoxicating.
60% of the time it works.
Right.
Every time. It's got bits of real wolf in it, so you know it's good.
Right. Remind me of what conditions everybody has.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, Oliver, what conditions do you have?
I have obsessive from Max, manipulative from Brittany, and shallow from Rose.
Yeah. I feel like those are kind of like congenital conditions for Oliver.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, they're not wrong.
Right, yeah. What about you, Lila?
Bewitched and weirdo.
Ah, okay. All right. I think the Bewitched is probably...
Yeah, I was kind of feeling like that's probably gone at this point.
Yeah. Oh, and also I think
The
your
blush is off the
obsessive
rose.
could go away.
Okay.
Yeah. And because you're not focused on Max anymore.
Yeah.
What about you, Rose?
I have overachiever, irresistible, loyal, and shitlist.
You're welcome.
I have a feeling I'm still on the shit list.
Yeah,
And
probably
will be
so. Yeah.
until I die.
Yeah.
At a ripe old age of 92.
Yeah. The loyal is definitely saying. What were the other two? Sorry.
Irresistible and overachiever.
Oh, I think the overachiever can go away.
Yeah, that was given for a very specific purpose that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Oh, she probably already did that.
Yeah, but I think you're
actually
still...
no, she failed to do that because she like totally dissed her classes and shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
To do that whole gift thing.
Yeah. So I think
Well,
you're still
no,
kind
it
of
was for the cheerleading.
What about lovely little Ivy?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
no
I lost
conditions?
I lost my Judas.
Oh yeah,
last
yeah,
time,
that's
and
right.
that was the only one I had.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
We'll have to see what we
I
can
know.
do
We'll
about
see.
that.
Exactly.
Does Max have anything still?
Max currently has cowed and suspicious. I think the cowed was because of Oliver, and suspicious was
I lied.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Ivy
And
lied to him.
I failed.
It's so
on
terrible
my-
if you were
keep
cowed
it cool.
and bull-eyed.
Ouch.
No. I veto Max co-GM declaration.
You're always doing this to me. Can you stop overriding me in front of the children?
Cowed and chicken.
Oh no!
Also you. Ouch.
I was on her own game. Blackjack.
And the hookers. Yeah, forget the blackjack.
Okay, so Ivy. Ivy. So I want to fast forward a bit.
Yeah.
So it is sunset. You got the grapevine news, like Jenny was dead. She ran and ran across the busy highway. Lisa Regina disappeared in front of you and Max. Yep. Was there somebody else there? There wasn't, right?
No, it was just us.
Just Ivy.
And I think it was as everybody was starting to exit.
When you guys went to the trophy case back inside the school.
Yeah.
You found the picture of her.
Afterwards.
That's right, yeah.
So we left, but we didn't follow the crowd. You took me to the trophy case and showed me. And she was a cheerleader? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then she... and she's told you guys some information, and then said you let it out. It's all your fault. And then she disappeared. So, what would you have done next?
I think, just told Max we would that would have tried to have a scene with Max, or we have to fix this.
Yeah.
Like, I fucked up. And then probably see me snapping the hairband that she's got around her wrist, like unconsciously totally snapping it, but that it's leaving a mark.
Yeah.
But where we have to fix this.
Do you know how?
I don't know how.
How do we find out?
I don't know. I saw her earlier in the library. I don't know if we could ask her again or try to find her, or I don't know.
Well, I don't know what we can do until we know. Unless she'll talk to us again.
Was it a picture in the trophy case?
Yeah, it's a picture. She was with a bunch of other students in the trophy case.
And everybody's outside?
Yeah.
Or there's...
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think we need that picture.
Okay.
I mean, it can't hurt, right?
It might help.
That's what I'm hoping.
And he just reaches over and just, like, pulls on the trophy case and just, like, kind of snaps
Better
the
than
lock.
what I was going to do, so good. Good.
He just, it's one of those, like, locks, that, like, the key is, it's that little gold disc with the key, trophy case lock. And he just reaches in and he just kind of grabs it and just kind of, like, twists it and pops it off.
Oh.
And he opens the case for you.
Reach in, take the picture. Can you come over after school?
I can't. I can't break a promise. I have to go home, like, right after school. What time is it?
Well, I can go to your home. I'll just come with you.
Do you have a pen?
Sure.
And he
I open my Trapper Keeper.
Yes. Yeah. He takes the pen and then he, like, takes your hand and he writes a phone number on your hand. He says, just call in a little bit, okay? I need to make sure it's okay.
Okay.
I can't break a promise.
Okay.
I promised. I have to go.
Okay.
But call me.
I'll call. We've got to do this, though.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. We got to do it. Yes.
You'll help me fix it?
Yeah.
Promise me?
Yeah, I promise.
Okay. I don't think I could do this by myself.
I'll help.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
And you see, like, in his, like, whole demeanor, it's like, that's a huge fucking deal.
Okay.
I won't break it.
Okay.
I have to go. I have to get home.
No, I understand. I'll call in a little bit.
And he just kind of gives you this sort of, like, forlorn look, and then he just, like, takes off running.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you go home? Or?
I think she has absolutely no idea what to do, but the only thing that would maybe occur to her is to go snoop around the library for crazy ass books on, summoning ghosts or, because I'm sure the library has that shit.
In the restricted section.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
In the section where there were bloody people that disappeared.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
And then obviously stick the photo in her
It's the only library
in her little Trapper Keeper and
lock and key.
see if she can find anything.
So,
I'm sure I could go dial up at home with the and go on the not yet dark web.
on the
I know, on AOL. Yeah.
You've got mail.
You got all those free hour discs.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. So you go to the library. It's completely empty. Like the whole school is empty. It's almost a little eerie. Like you can see, like you pass by a window, you can see the front of the building outside, and and there's like there's the whole crowd out there, and you can see the teachers and the administrators trying to like disperse everybody and get people on buses, like go home, everybody needs to leave kind of thing. But like there is nobody in the library. It's wide open. And you go back to the stacks where you saw her bloody. And why don't you gaze into the abyss?
Fabulous.
I'm using this move so much today.
It's kind of
there's
where
a lot
shit
of realizing
is.
what's going on.
Exactly, yeah, and a lot of abyss happening.
So much abyss for days.
Right? Yeah. Got all the abyss.
Oof.
Again, it pops on the edge, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not locked or anything.
It's not outside.
Tray.
Right, yeah.
I'm
if it
not
goes
even
out of the
checking
tray, it feels kind of like, we should...
True, on the table.
Yeah. But
so that's an 11.
Okay, nice.
Roll dice.
Yeah. So, you go into that specific stack and looking through, you're just kind of staring, looking at those shelves, and
I also like our plus one's forward. That was awesome.
Steve, the janitor, didn't know those dumb kids are still in
Like
here.
I had it wouldn't really matter on this, but I had a plus 1 forward to like with the entity must have been on. So would that carry over, or do we wipe those from session to session?
No, they carry over. This is my understanding. We can house rule this, or we can look up the actual rule if you guys want. But my understanding is that a plus 1 forward it's most of the time it can be just a general plus 1 forward, which means it automatically goes to your next roll. And the way I've always played it is whether you need it or not, the plus 1 forward is used on the next roll. If it's for a specific thing, like the entity, it's used on the next roll that relates to that problem.
And that would be this one.
Because you're looking for a way to solve.
So it doesn't help, but it would be wiped after that.
Yeah, I would definitely apply it, especially when it's something so specific, because it's something like... I think of it as like, okay, you've already done a little research on the topic, so you're already one step ahead of where you would have been.
Yeah. And and it sucks when they're wasted, but also they're not plus ones aren't supposed to be like this rare thing that never happens. So and then a plus 1 ongoing, kind of same rule. Like if it's a generic plus 1 ongoing, it lasts for the whole scene. If it's for a specific thing, it lasts like any time that you're working on that specific thing. Like if it's a plus 1 ongoing for a specific thing, I probably wouldn't carry it over from session.
I think it's contextual. Like if it's on a person, I feel like you might in that moment have an edge. I don't think it would necessarily apply later, because that's the point of having strings.
It's a good point.
Kind of hard last session too, because I had a plus 1 forward to kind of trying to smooth things over with Oliver, and then we never really had those scenes. So it doesn't seem like it would be appropriate to use that.
Right.
Yeah, like I would wipe that, because I think when it's something social, that's going to go away because it's contextual to that scene. And again, part of the mechanics of this game are using strings. So I feel like that's the push to use a string at that point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Rather than, that one thing that happened like 3 hours ago, but it was like 2 days of gameplay?
No, for sure. That's why I kept saying, though, I said, no, I totally wanted that scene because I had leverage all over the place.
We had resolved that issue.
Yeah.
Already.
No, we did.
We were already square. So I would say because that was resolved, the next one would probably be null and void.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to erase those.
And if anybody wants to talk about this on our forums, check out our forums and we can talk about it. So there's some other rules discussions going on, which are actually really interesting. I haven't gotten a chance to comment on that one, but there's this really great conversation happening that Tappy's been really involved in about rules and when to stick to them, when not to stick to them, and and some really great insights from various different perspectives.
The really are holding you back, man.
Right? Yeah.
I'm the hippiest mathematician ever.
Right? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Not a mathematician.
Anyway,
no, you're a good math brain.
So
cool.
you're kind of looking at the stacks, and there's a book that just sort of you're just not really sure what here might be of any use whatsoever, and then a book just kind of like and just like falls off of the shelf.
I shall pick that book up.
The book
in her mind, possibly Lisa's helping her.
Yeah,
that's what she's gonna.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Lord of the Flies so much.
Bonfire of the Vanities.
It's just a hint. Do your fucking homework.
Right? Yeah. It's a Julius Caesar. You remember you needed to read it.
Thank you, Doctor.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
The book is Dante's Inferno.
Oh, lovely.
Ooh.
Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
Abandoned hope.
I'm not worried.
Yeah.
And then Max goes home.
Yeah, Max goes home. Yeah.
And he gets there on time, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
good. He beat it.
I think so. He's trying to. He's running as fast as he can. He's pretty fast. He is like built from like several athletes. So
his cousin's waiting outside on the porch.
I'm so sorry. Am I late?
Calm down. You're right on time, and I appreciate it.
I didn't want to break my promise.
I know you didn't, and I appreciate it, and this helps me know that I can trust you again.
School was really strange.
Strange how? Breathe.
Do you believe in ghosts?
She just kind of looks at you, like
I do believe.
like I believe in a lot of things, like. But I think that a lot of things are possible.
Do you think there? Do you know what happened with the guy, the driver, Everett?
They didn't say. They don't call people afterwards just because they're at a scene to tell them about what happened.
Oh.
So, and there wasn't anything in the news.
Because someone killed him and it might be my fault. But I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. I just...
Max,
Okay.
Max, I need you to calm down. Okay. How would you have killed him? You told me that you didn't. So, and from what I understand, he didn't die in a way that seems like something you could physically do. So how would you be at fault?
I may have, helped let something out that did kill him.
Oh, honey, no. Did somebody tell you that?
Yeah. The ghost.
Okay. Sometimes when we feel bad about things, we come up with ways to make ourselves feel guilty. And sometimes we come up with funny ideas that aren't real because we feel bad. So this isn't your fault. Okay? That's the important... Look at me. Okay?
Okay.
It's not your fault. You're very stressed out. This is a lot for you.
Yeah.
And you probably feel bad because you were there and this was new and it was scary.
Yeah.
But you didn't do it. Now, I don't know what you thought you saw earlier, but is there a chance that maybe you just feel really guilty?
Well, what if somebody else saw it too?
Did someone else see it?
Somebody else saw her, the ghost.
Did she tell you about the ghost and maybe give you the idea about ghosts? Did she see it first and explain it to you and maybe it got in your head a little bit? You know, imaginations are funny like that.
God, so gaslighting my little Max.
I know.
Fuck.
Couldn't help laughing.
And I had that suspicious condition.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
You're a really good GM. Maybe. Can she come over? She's gonna call soon, and because
Will her coming over make you feel better?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, she's really nice. And
Okay. She at the house the other night?
yeah.
I've told you how important trust is, and I'm going to continue to trust you. I need you. She can come over for a while.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to stay in the living room.
Okay.
Okay?
And
that-
we'll
is
have sex-
that-
Yes, and we'll have sex with her again if that's what you're worried about.
She will stay in the living room, and she will not be here past 8.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yes.
Then you can have her over, and we need to have another conversation later about other things, but right now I think I need a minute. I wasn't expecting to have the talk so soon.
I won't have sex with her again.
Like, you don't get points for saying something awkward in this game, all right? This is not Demigod.
Damn it! Damn it! Yeah. So as he walks in the house with Anna, he says, "Do we have any soda?"
Yes, honey, there's soda in the fridge. I'm gonna go sit down for a while. Are you hungry? I'll make some dinner.
Yes, I'm really, really hungry.
I'll make dinner. Please do your homework.
Okay. I love my Max so much.
I know.
I love him. I just love him.
Just the sweetest little Frankenstein cinnamon roll.
Right?
Little blossom.
Oh, God. Okay. So, where were we? All right. So, who's doing what? I know what Lila and Rose are doing. Lila's running. Rose
Yeah.
is walking
Tracking,
calmly.
yeah.
Tracking.
I got a time frame for
Yes.
sex on the sofa before 8, so that's,
Yes.
Oh yeah, when Ivy shows up,
that's on
like,
my to-do list.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, hello.
Hello. Yeah. All right. So you call Max and he tells you it's okay. You can come over.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
But only until 8.
Okay.
And, so is Max allowed to answer the door, or is Anna gonna get it?
She's going to let Max answer the door, but basically she's going to try and allot him some privacy. She's trying to understand that he is a little impulsive right now because he doesn't necessarily understand everything yet.
He's a toddler and a teenager at the same time.
Exactly. So she is going
all
to
teenagers.
let you have the living room, but she will be sitting at the kitchen table in the space that has a view on the living room, reading a book,
Yeah. So
and
occasionally glancing into the living room.
okay.
clue, not privacy.
No. So
Okay.
Max smiles when you arrive, and says, "I think I should introduce you to my cousin,
Oh,
so
okay.
she knows who you are."
Because I didn't dream like that happened one other game, right? Where the three of us were. Did we meet?
No.
Okay.
No.
I did dream.
It was in a
that.
montage at the
That's
beginning of last
what.
session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Anna just came to pick
Okay.
up.
Yeah,
Max.
Oliver has seen it.
Oh,
but
Masks.
hasn't met her.
That's in my
Oh,
mind.
you're thinking of
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. know. I also I'm playing another Monsterhearts game on Monday nights. On the other Monday nights,
cheating on us.
I know. That's one of my best friends, and
stab me in the heart and twist the knife.
I know, right? Well, it's also on video chat with people like on the other side of the country, so.
Which means that we could be invited because it's all video.
Right.
So
That's what I'm
just
hearing.
saying.
That's what I'm hearing.
Except LOLJK, I'm here every Monday.
I know, right? Exactly.
I'm going to play insert coin and then have Monsterhearts. I'm like,
No, it's cool. It's cool.
No. Hold on a second, Dave.
Yeah.
I totally bang them.
Right? Yeah. Midge rolls to turn someone on. I mean, what? Wait.
No, not in this game.
So anyway, our first 2 sessions of that game, and it started like the same, like the week before this game started, and our first 2 sessions of that game were also the Welcome Back to School party. And so for a month, I was really confused about what happened in which party.
Yep.
Well,
that's why I was like, did I imagine? I thought we met her and we were... Oh, no, that's right. That was a different game.
Yeah.
No.
So...
excellent. So I'd love to meet her.
So he starts to reach for your hand and then doesn't, and then he starts to grab. Actually, he reaches out, he grabs your hand and starts leading you, and then quickly kind of lets go.
Okay.
And, So and he walks you towards the kitchen. This is Anna. This is my friend Ivy. Ivy, this is my cousin Anna.
And she's going to go ahead and reach
Anna.
out and shake hands. Yeah. So Max speaks very highly of you.
He does? That's so nice. I think very highly of him also.
I would hope as much.
I do.
Max, did you finish your homework?
Yeah. I did. Okay. I did all the reading and my geometry. And what else would I have? Oh, and I did the biology homework.
Okay.
Max
do
has to be in
you
biology,
either of you want a snack?
Are you hungry? We have soda.
Soda's not a snack, Max.
Oh,
soda sounds great. I like soda.
All right, well, help yourself to sodas in the fridge, but do let me know if you get hungry. And not just thirsty. But that's she doesn't say that part. Max the GM says that part.
So he grabs some cans of Fanta. I think it's
because he wants Fanta. Wants to Fanta.
Yeah. We go back to the living room and sits down on the couch. Did you find anything?
Sort of. There was a book that it popped off the shelf in front of me.
Did it
when Lisa was there before, they kind of did the same thing. I guess there were a lot more of them. But I thought maybe she was helping.
Are you sure she's real?
I think she's real. You saw her, right?
I want to cut the scene there, actually.
I was like, you saw her with your will eye, didn't you?
It's such a teen drama moment,
okay.
If you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Because I
what's he gonna say?
It also gives me a little chance to think about how Max is actually going to take this. So
yeah, that's kind of
So I'm not sure.
Anna's just trying to help.
I know.
She is her little baby.
She's protecting me.
She's a good cousin. No one's self-aware. Why is no one self-aware?
That's
so true.
That would be boring.
Because teenagers.
Right, because teenagers, exactly.
Self-absorbed, not self-aware.
Right, Oliver.
Yeah.
So you were dropped off at school today. You didn't get to drive your car. You have your cell phone, don't you? your giant ass cell phone. And it rings.
Okay.
And there's no there weren't number readouts on them or anything, right? On those big ass.
It's crappy. It has the numbers that you dialed in.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but it doesn't have caller ID or number.
No, not yet.
No, I think it would just say incoming.
Yeah.
Or something,
So you answer it.
Yeah. So I passed out last we spoke. So where am I still?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You wake up. Yeah, you wake up you were in the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you wake up on the gym floor.
Oh,
it is empty.
Okay.
You hear a sound from your bag, because it's in your bag, because it doesn't fit in your pocket.
Of course not.
You hear a sound from your bag, ringing. You kind of come back to your senses. You look around and you see nothing except a smashed rose right next to your face. An actual smashed rose, not rose drunk.
I just never did so bad with Lila right now.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Nobody believes me.
She's a wolf. And she's not okay.
She's not okay.
What's happening?
I love her. Is it bestiality? It's not bestiality.
Oh, I totally want
But do I care?
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. So your phone is ringing in your bag.
All right. I will kind of come to my senses and is it
breaks my heart.
What time is it? Is it dusk or is it how long?
It's kind of dark. The lights are still on. But you see the windows up at the top, and it's not dark, but it's dusk.
Sunset-esque.
Yeah, sunset-esque. Yeah.
Okay.
All
right. I kind of shake myself out of my unconsciousness and try to piece together what the hell happened, and then realize the phone is ringing. I'll go ahead and answer it.
Oliver, it's your mother.
Hello, Mother.
Where are you?
I'm at school, actually.
Well, I came to the school to pick you up, and you didn't answer your phone, and I'm not sure why we paid $900 for that phone if you're not going to answer it when I call you. And I'm not sure why I should drive miles away from the house to come pick you up when you're not going to be waiting for me.
Taking 5 minutes out of my busy day.
Thanks.
I just love that you're as evil as I am.
Yes. I just Oliver's parents have to be the shittiest assholes.
Oh, they're the worst. They are the worst.
Yeah. And I do work with a lot of Hollywood producers. I know. Yeah. So.
Can we open the Tart of Darkness?
I apologize for telling this, Mother. I apparently had some sort of accident and couldn't be helped by anyone.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Do you want to do that?
What kind of accident? Are you injured?
No, I appear to be all right. I just apparently lost consciousness for a while.
Oh, so you fainted.
It's been a long day, Mother.
I shouldn't have to remind you that it has been a long day for me. We did lose our driver. And I have been questioned by the police for the entire morning.
Oh, I'm so sorry Everett's death inconvenienced you in that way.
Why don't you shut someone down?
Do the thing.
I think you're good at that.
That's a 9 plus 1 for cold, so 10.
Didn't you shut down your dad, too?
Yeah.
I wear the pants.
Yeah.
You claim the queen is cheating.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I know.
There's a reason I was drawn to this playbook.
All right, so I don't think she has a string on you.
No.
But you can gain one on her, you can give her a condition, or you can take one forward.
I have a condition on Dad. Don't know if I need another condition on Mom. Well, not condition, a string. I have strings on Dad.
And the +1 forward would be like a generic confidence win, so it would just whatever next roll.
Okay. I want to give her a condition. I'm trying to figure out what condition I should give her.
Bitch.
I know.
Shut the fuck up.
In parentheses, with the most sarcastic tone possible, written, Mother of the Year.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So who died and made you Mother of the Year?
Thank you, my dear.
Oh, Savage AF.
Yes.
You guys remember that from The Crook? That's the
Yes.
Yeah, when
The,
she came up and her mother's making eggs. Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you named your parents, right?
because
I
her mom
did.
totally got threatened by.
I forgot.
And you
We'll
got
find
the
it.
hair.
Okay,
Well, we're
yeah,
talking.
yeah.
I can
Yeah.
find it. Yeah.
I love that movie.
Sarcasm font, Mother of
Good
the
nerd.
Year.
Are we just stating things that are obvious now?
Yeah, tappy nerd.
Nevertheless, I can come back and get you in, well, I could be there. It would take about half an hour. Or if you can find one of your friends to come and get you.
Because we all drive.
But if I must, I suppose I could leave what I'm doing now and come to pick you up.
No, it's fine. I'm sure I can find a ride home. I wouldn't want you to worry.
Well, I will see you at home. Dinner will be ready in an hour.
Hopefully I'll be there.
We've worked very hard on dinner. I would hate for you to miss it.
Oh, we worked very hard on dinner.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Oliver. I will see you at dinner.
Goodbye, Mother.
God
Dinner, by the way, is 8 martinis.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Liquid diet.
Right, yeah.
Find her name.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
fucking fuck. I bet I have it.
So I'm assuming at this point any one of them would have made it home. I guess I'll just go down the click phone tree.
Okay, all right.
The click phone tree.
Probably starting... Oh, yes, please, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll start with Liam and Royce.
Okay.
And then
Can they drive?
I don't know, can they?
Gwendolyn Thawne.
Gwendolyn, thank you.
And-
Gwendolyn.
yeah.
Oh,
Gwendolyn
of course
Thawne.
it is.
I'm like, I have that shit.
Gwendolyn and William.
I
Thorne
believe
decided.
we kind of established like you were about the only one you knew that could drive.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
The
So-
older classmen are driving to there, but that's why you were like such a big deal. Is you were like the
Yeah.
only underclassmen
Yeah.
driving.
Right,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
a good point.
So
Yep.
yeah, but you know they like their parents have a car.
Right, they can
yeah.
Borrow the car.
Yeah. Yeah. So so you call Liam and Royce.
Yeah, I'll call Liam and Royce.
Who answers?
Yes.
They both pick up from separate lines.
Right. Yeah.
No,
Hello.
Liam will
Funny.
answer. Let's have Liam answer.
Okay.
They're the twins
It's
in
a nice
Bob's
Yeah.
Burgers.
Right. Yeah. You hear the two hellos in chorus, and Liam's like, "Hang up, asshole! I got it."
I almost
Wait, no,
spilled
Liam's
my
the
wine
nice one.
everywhere.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Royce, get off the phone. I got it.
Fine, asshole.
Hello? Yeah, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Liam, it's Oliver.
Hey, Oliver, what's up?
Funny thing happened. I'm stuck at school.
Whoa, weird.
I know. I don't really know what happened, but I could really use a ride back to the mansion. I'm sure my parents wouldn't mind if you came and gave me a lift. You could probably stay for dinner.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, we'll come and get you.
Great. Yeah, bring Royce too. Yeah. Everybody.
Okay, cool. We'll be there in a little bit. I think Mom will let me borrow the car because it's not that far.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Steals the car.
Right, yeah.
No.
They're going to
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to be heading home soon. Lila.
That is my character. Good job. All right. Well, this has been great. Bye.
You reach the base of Black Mountain, and the sun is already gone behind the mountain. It's not like complete. There's still it's still dusk outside, but it's starting to temperature's starting to drop a little bit in the shade of the mountain, and you feel yourself. Well, you don't feel much calmer. Less afraid, but not calmer.
Okay.
What do you, now that you've stopped running, what are you looking for? What are you doing?
I think that the adrenaline of running has probably kicked in like a lot of endorphins at this point. And things are starting to click into place in her head a little bit.
Yeah.
And some of the more people-y concerns are starting to slip away. And I think she doesn't consciously know what she's looking for, but I think subconsciously she's waiting until she is in a better shape to tear something apart.
Interesting. Okay.
But she doesn't consciously realize that's what it is.
Yeah. No.
So it's more of that anxious, like, something is coming and I don't hate that it's coming.
Yeah. There's a howl across the desert. Rose walks calmly.
Is that howl coming from where I'm going?
Kind of that general direction.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's the howl I wanted to hear.
Yes.
Although, is it actually Lila?
That's what I'm worried about.
Who knows?
The shadow does. But he's not here. He's in the other Monsterhearts game.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so, okay, I want to... Okay, those were really short moments, but I'm going to come back to you for a lot in just a second. So
Cool, that's enough time to finish my snack pack.
Yes, finish your snack pack. And then shit's going to get real in the desert.
Yes!
And this is mainly for time frame because we need it to get dark.
In so many ways.
Yeah. Yes. So Ivy, you're sitting with Max. What are you doing? You took the book with you,
I have to
right?
ask you something.
Sure.
Before we look at this book, which I read in AP English, so I'm not sure why this book popped off the shelf, but I need to ask you a question.
Okay.
Max, why do you have Will's eye? Like, was it a donation, or?
It's... do you excuse me? I need to go to the bathroom. Sorry. And he,
Sure.
and as he runs by the kitchen towards the bathroom, he looks at Anna Sorry.
Son of a bitch! Damn it, Tappy.
Sorry.
For the listening audience, Tappy just showed a note to half the
Want
table.
to see?
A raffle? That's adorable. That's super
Hold on a
funny.
second. Hold on, before we continue this, I have to ask a GM
Sorry.
question.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of raffle was it? Bingo?
Big time out.
Was it?
Okay.
That totally would
It'll be
have
entertaining for a minute.
pictured that in some sort of like Welsh comedy.
What I was imagining, there's like, why? How did you get that? Did you
you
have it
get Welsh?
donated? It's like,
Yeah.
no, I won it in a raffle.
I feel like she's gazed into the abyss and down the rabbit hole enough where she like at
knows.
least twice now.
Well,
she's
yeah.
with Max in
Can't
particular.
be willfully ignorant the entire time.
Yes,
Too.
exactly. Where now shit's
kind
getting
of-
real with the
Sooner or later, we have to put it together.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So before we crack open the Giles book and figure
Right.
out what's going on with Lisa
Yeah.
and the guy who I've not seen.
well, he's
In fact, no one in
totally
the
fine.
room.
He's
yeah,
totally fine.
You guys have seen him.
No.
We-
No. He's seen somebody, and I've seen my dark power.
True.
We don't
That's
know.
a dark power trying to edge in on somebody.
Ooh.
That's what I think now.
Picturing as what
a-
that person needs to see. Yeah.
No, as a possible comfort.
Very interesting.
Because that's what you almost did at the beginning,
It was, but I almost said
until you realized how sadistic Adam is.
I did it anyway. Because
You
I'm
liked it
awful.
All right,
Okay.
resume, please.
So Max runs off into the bathroom, like
And Anna will follow.
yeah, and
What's wrong, honey?
she asked me why I have some other boy's eye.
Well, she's mistaken.
She is.
Well, I mean,
But I have. I saw a picture of him. I saw a picture of him at Oliver's house, and like we have the same eye, and it's like that bright green eye.
but honey, you don't have a bright green eye. And as Max turns and looks into the mirror in the bathroom, you've seen your face for, I mean, the
Several
whole
months.
of your month.
Yeah.
The eye is different now, as is the skin around it. It's not what it used to be.
Well, WTF.
I like the VITCH.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It's
What the hell, cunt?
I love you. Oh, that's funny.
Note to everyone. Pro tip: do not play games with Tappy when you have congestion. It's very difficult to breathe. I thought it was green.
No, it's never been green.
Then how could it be that boy's eye? Like, I don't have his.
No, this is the same girl that told you about the ghost, right?
Yeah.
No.
Do you want me to ask her to leave? I want you to make friends, but I want them to be friends that make you feel good about yourself
I
and don't confuse you.
I think maybe it would be better if she left.
Man.
I'll take care of it, okay?
Sorry, my poor sweet Ivy. I keep wanting her to win, and like,
No,
she never
she's just gonna
does.
She
get- Nope.
loses, she wins.
It's true. Yeah.
It's
I guess that's
So-
kind of true.
the mortal
He'll,
playbook.
he'll come out with you.
Okay.
Not really. Well, yeah, I guess so. Because
Well, actually, I think if you go out with her, she's gonna kind of pat you on the back, you know, like you weren't feeling well, and maybe send you off towards your room.
And when he comes back into the living room with her, like his eyes are brown, or
to me,
yeah, yeah, and he just kind of he looks at you and he just kind of like looks really kind of shy and sheepish, and then he like walks away and like goes back in the back of the house.
I'm sorry, he's not feeling very well. He's gonna go to bed.
Oh, no.
So,
Can I say goodnight to him?
I think it's best we just let him rest. He's had a long day. So, feel free to take the rest of the soda that you started with you.
He sort of promised he'd help me on something.
Well, I'm sure he can probably help you with it at another time.
Oh,
Gosh, I thought promises were kind of important in your family, but I guess I understand. I mean, he's not feeling well, right?
Yeah, promises are important, but also making sure that you do the right thing by your friends is also important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he's not feeling well, so he'll see you tomorrow at school.
I understand.
I'm glad you do.
Okay. Can I tell a...
I was going to say, you have to have some move that covers something like this, because
No,
you've got to move for all kinds of shit
I just
happening to you.
forgive somebody for hurting you is the only thing, because you are not my love. And I'm tempted to pull a new move I have, but I will have to see you. Inescapable. It's a vampire move.
Oh, I'm so glad you took that.
I
That's
know.
awesome. That's great
There's
timing.
so many other, the vampire has a couple different moves that are pretty cool for a mortal.
Yeah.
Well, also down the
Like
rabbit
hypnotic.
hole,
Yeah.
although no payoff.
People go
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Oh, wait, does your down the rabbit hole go when you look into things that you probably shouldn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? Read that.
Oh, just when you go poking your nose, an affair is not meant for your kind. Someone involved in the situation gains a string on you, and you mark XP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because did you already get one for looking into the... Because, when you went looking for the book, I feel like that qualified.
I don't think I did it then, but I also, if I was going to roll, I was going to use Entrenched, but it looks like
But you don't
there's
roll
not...
for down the rabbit hole, though.
No,
Yeah.
but if I could have rolled to, I don't know, make you do what I wanted or use a string or something like that.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
you mean with Max?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
versus
just
just
saying,
getting shut down
Oh.
by cousin.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, I think down the rabbit hole applies for going to look for the book, so you can mark that.
Oh, okay,
XP.
cool.
And somebody else gets that.
Okay. Yeah, and then someone involved in the situation gains a string on
Yes.
you.
Just don't want anybody to see those words that I wrote down there. And also, because I've talked about this before, I'm not a big fan of table secrets, but this is also kind of really unclear exactly what's going to happen, and so I just told Mac a while ago, this is kind of what I'm thinking, and she'll put her own spin on it next time she GMs, and you guys might end up changing it too. I have no idea what's going to happen. So, but
the secrets make sense here because we've got two people that are jamming and playing.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out. It will all be revealed eventually. So, night falls as Rose reaches the base of Black Mountain, and you can feel or you can smell the scent so clearly, and it starts to smell a little different. And there's an edge to it, and you can tell. It's the same scent, but it's changing. Where is Lila?
I think that she's probably at the base of the mountain, and I think she's probably leaning up against sort of a big rock, almost like something to anchor her, and she's sort of standing against it, sort of just staring up, and I'm sure thematically appropriately directly at the full moon that's up there.
Yes,
and it's
of
like
course.
peeking from behind clouds and the whole nine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure like her eyes are just like it's completely just yellow at this point.
Yeah.
And just like sweating,
Sweat
heaving.
pouring off of her.
Yeah.
The clouds part and like the full moon is revealed as you catch sight of her figure clutched up against the rock, and it's almost like a mirage for a moment, but it's like a mirage happening on her body, like a that sort of like hazy ripple, but it's almost like her body itself is rippling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I took another werewolf move, and I think in this moment she probably turns and sees Rose and is very hyper aware of things. I want to gaze into the abyss and see if Rose is Rose or if she's also something else because of everything she's told me.
Okay.
And I took the power, Howl at the Moon, when basked in moonlight, you may act as if you had Dark 3.
Oh, yes. That is such a good move for you.
Yes. So that would be a 10.
Oh. You you see Rose. She's walking towards you. You and just what's Rose's carriage like? Confident, scared, trepidatious. Like what's like? How is she carrying herself at this moment?
At this very moment.
Yeah.
And at this point, what she's seeing is probably, Lila's like, it's that, like, heaving, like, almost like somebody that's about to, like, just throw up horribly. It's that, like, panicked, heavy breathing.
Yeah. You can see her whole body just shuddering up and down.
She is more worried about Lila than herself.
Okay.
So somebody who's, like, concerned.
Yeah.
But she's not scared or, like, shying away or anything like that.
Yeah.
She's pretty confident. But that confidence is not what she's really concerned about. She's concerned about she can finally see Lila, and her skin's rippling and she's breathing heavy. It's like I know what is happening right now.
Yeah,
this is going to be bad. But is really worried about her.
Okay. So
it's not like behind the Whataburger.
No. Oh, that was so long ago, i.e. last night. So you look at her and you see her just walking towards you, calm but concerned, and as you're staring at her, she a cloud sort of obscures the moon over her for a second, like just a brief shadow over her, and you see a tall, slender man walking just a few steps behind her, and then the moon like floods her again, and it's gone. But you feel with all of your senses, including your soul, your very soul, that she is her. She is really her. Just real quick, I'm going to give Rose a chance to contradict that if you feel that's inaccurate.
No, I don't feel that's inaccurate.
Yeah.
She relies very much on the dark power right now. Totally believes it.
Right, yeah. But she's still her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I thought I was correct about that, but I just wanted to check in with you to make sure. And your body is racked with unimaginable pain. And I want you to keep your cool.
Ooh, that'll go real good.
What are you more afraid of right now? Your own fate, or what you would do to Rose? Or what you're afraid you'd do to Rose?
Definitely what she could do to Rose.
Okay.
Especially after what Rose said about having a vision and about, tearing people apart.
Yeah.
She's more concerned for Rose.
Okay.
Like, Lila almost died already, so,
Oh.
so that was a 9.
Okay. So, wait, what are your conditions again?
I just have Weirdo,
Oh.
which is more of a school-based.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
Although she does, it's not really a condition. She is linked very much to Rose, though, because of her sex move.
Dark Power has a string on Lila, doesn't it?
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Got
he
rid
does.
of it, didn't it?
Because you had sex.
Yeah, but
did he use
it got pulled.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. He pulled it to get you to calm down. And
Yeah, it got pulled
yeah,
already.
That's right. Okay.
I've been
All right.
keeping track.
Never mind.
Sorry, Dark Power. I'll slut it up more.
Right, yeah.
Is this what you want?
Oh, we're horrible people.
So,
Emphasis on the horror part.
yeah. So, your body just kind of shudders with pain, and you you just kind of double over, as like you can feel like your bones cracking and your muscles and stretching, and it feels like your skin is just on fire, and you get the briefest hint or scent of Rose, and you
I think with the last breath that she feels she can get out in that moment, she's going to, please run.
I'd rather die. She walks up slowly still.
I don't think that Lila is capable of responding anymore after that, though. I think that was literally all that she had in that moment to eke out.
yeah.
And Rose is kind of, if she dies, win-win.
Had a good 3 days of being the best. Purely for dramatic tension reasons, I want to cut away. Yeah. And happy. That was like such a beautiful line. Oh my god. Are we doing that time? Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, we're still good.
We got some good time.
We're going till midnight, right, guys?
Yeah.
Don't tempt me, Frodo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joey's got to get through like 4 weeks.
Don't remind me.
Sorry.
Sorry, honey.
No sleep till Brooklyn, guys.
Right.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
Can we take a different side?
Unfortunately, I'm working again, so I have to work in the morning. But
I do too, but I'm not a quitter.
Right?
4 months of hiatus. I should be rested by now.
God, dude.
So Oliver, the boys, come and pick you up. You pull up in front of the mansion, and you walk in. Your mother is on probably like martini number 7.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Your dad is sitting in his chair in the den, or not the den, but like there's like a room just right off the front door where he can read the paper.
Study.
The study,
Not
or
the parlor.
The parlor.
The parlor.
Yeah, the parlor.
I don't know. I think Mom
No.
has the parlor.
Yeah.
I think he's in
Yeah.
the study. If we're
Yeah.
going to be real traditional about this.
Like no one's in the conservatory.
Yeah,
Well,
just the pianoforte is
Yeah.
in the parlor,
God
but
bless you
the
for calling it
desk
pianoforte.
is in.
Oh, I love you called it pianoforte.
Right. Beautiful. Yeah, so you hear the rustle of the newspaper as your dad closes it and sets it down. Son, we've been waiting for you for dinner.
I'm sorry. I didn't have a ride home, so I had to get one from Royce and Liam. You remember Royce and Liam, don't you, Dad?
Hello, boys.
You don't mind if they stay for dinner, right? It's the least we can do for their hospitality.
What condition did you put on him?
I didn't have a string on him.
Oh, you have a string on him.
No.
Okay. It's fine, I suppose. I think Consuela probably made enough.
Good.
The Thorns aren't racist. They employ all kinds of ethnicities.
Hey, we had Everett.
Right, yeah. We had
Gets,
a British person. And
Yeah.
a
Everett was
Mexican
probably
woman.
yeah.
And so,
She's from El Salvador.
right, yeah.
It's a completely different country.
Your mother appears, martini in hand, at the doorway to the dining room. Hello, Oliver. Glad to see you made it home.
Well, I would hate to disappoint and leave you hanging for dinner.
I see you brought company.
You remember Royce and Liam?
Yes, I do.
Oh, creepy mom.
I'm one of those cool moms.
Right? Like, shit.
She's working on being a MILF.
Boys,
She's missing right now.
come on in. Have some dinner. We're having enchiladas.
A little warm for enchiladas. Emphasis on the enchiladas and emphasizing the poor pronunciation.
It's not just warm, Oliver. It's muy caliente.
I love mom.
I see you've been working on your foreign tongue again.
Oh, God.
I need to give you more martini.
Come in, Oliver's friends. Work on some foreign tongue with dinner.
Lingua.
Oh, God.
Um,
Oh.
Oops.
She's such a cunning linguist.
It is.
you all sit down to dinner.
Uh-huh.
Consuela
Master
serves
of
the
many tongues.
enchiladas.
The enchiladas. But are muy caliente.
Yeah. Your mother
man.
is just like practically staring at Liam.
Ick.
Yeah. I want her to be disgusting. Like,
Yes, she is.
yeah.
Good job.
She's a
Mission
rat.
accomplished. We'll
Yeah.
hang out the banner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
She's
know.
grieving a dead child. You know, she's got issues.
Is
Her only child
Will.
is dead.
She,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
she sometimes call you Will?
does
Because you're
some-
the afterthought.
I'm the spare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oliver, it's so nice when you bring your little friends home.
Well, yes, the house felt rather empty.
It's nice to have some company at the table. What's the husband's name?
William. Will.
The
Yeah.
second.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah. William, don't you agree? Isn't it nice to have company? Isn't it nice to have a full table at dinner? And your father says, yes, it's lovely, dear. It's perfectly lovely. Oliver, were there many questions at school today?
Questions. There was an entire assembly.
Well, that's unfortunate.
No, it was handled.
Handled?
They wanted a show, and I gave them one.
I'm so proud of you, darling. My sweet little boy. So capable. So charming. Was he charming, boys? And then Liam and Rice just are like,
So charming.
yeah.
So charming.
Mrs. Sarn, he was beyond charming.
Beyond charming.
Right?
Right.
Totally.
just like you.
Went over the whole school.
The whole school.
Oh my god. It's going to be an entire episode of Thorn Family.
Thorn Family Dinner.
Yeah. Do you want to play Dad?
I
call dibs on Mom.
I'm just going to sit up here and chomp on my
I know, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, fan mail.
Sometimes I think you're just such a perfect boy. Just such a treasure.
You know, honey, sometimes it even makes me glad that we only had the one.
It's true. But, I wish we had more. I wish we had we should have
He was drinking something.
should have had a gaggle. Just a gaggle,
even
right,
Royce
William?
does math better than that.
Just a gaggle of children running around here.
Just so I'm clear, it was Dad who said we should have had more.
Yes. Or no.
Dad
said it's a good thing.
We only had the one.
Right, but I mean, like, Dad, what are you talking about?
My Oliver, my
Good job, George Bailey.
wee darling Oliver is just...
Can you stop coddling him?
Oh,
Maybe they're both drunk.
fine, darling, fine. How are your enchiladas, boys?
They're delicious.
Delicious.
Delicious, Mrs. Thorne.
Absolutely, Mrs. Thorne. You made them very well.
Well, thank you. It's very laborious. Are you two on some sort of sports team? You're both so fit.
Mom, you remember, Liam's on Swim With Me, and Royce is in wrestling.
Oh, right, that's right. Swimming and wrestling.
William rolls his eyes and goes back to, I'm sure he's got a paper at the table.
Consuela, could you bring my husband another whiskey, please?
And an enchilada.
I noticed Dad's eye rolling. I know it's not nearly as interesting as lacrosse, but not all of us can be Will Dad.
No, not everyone can be your father.
Your father was a magnificent lacrosse player. That's partly why I fell for him. Just such an athlete.
Oliver makes me fall all the time in wrestling. I fall for him again and again.
That's so sweet. He's also just so athletic.
Oh, shit!
He's always on top.
Stop it. Also, oh, shit. Okay, now things are putting together. Like,
Liam's like looking
many
at you
things.
like,
Yeah.
seriously, your parents have some serious psychological, behavioral
We should have
issues.
named you after your father, Oliver. We could have called you William.
I tried, but your mother didn't want to listen to me.
It's just my father. My father was named Oliver, and she just loves his name. I always thought Oliver was a little pretentious. William is just such a strong name, don't you think, darling?
Yeah, what do you think about that, Oliver?
can I roll to keep my cool?
Yes, please.
Oh, shit, son.
Oh, shit, because...
What are you afraid you're going to do?
I don't know.
I know, right?
Oh, my God.
Roll and let's find out.
Oh, shit. I said remember when I had to roll. Okay.
That's 9 on the dice.
That is 9 and cold 1, so 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool as a cucumber in Iceland.
All right.
Yeah.
You can ask the MC a question about the situation and take one forward to acting on that information.
I wonder what question I'm going to ask.
Right?
Fuck. Good job, Liam. You are so good.
I know that was kind of fun, actually.
You guys are good twinning.
Right?
That was awesome.
Hashtag twinning.
Right?
Yay. Yeah.
What happened to Will? What happened to my brother?
He disappeared.
Did you ever have one?
Yeah, you're an only child.
You've always been an only child.
I don't like this.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, you've got 2 rooms upstairs.
So I'm guessing Liam and Royce feel the same way? Like,
Oh, you don't? Oliver's an only child. He's always been an only child.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So Ivy would feel that way. And
Well, he's so
Rose
perfect.
or
Why would they bother
Well,
having another one?
We'll come back to Ivy.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
What? I'm sorry. I'm not feeling terribly well. If you'll excuse me for a moment.
Sure, darling. Sure, whatever for my baby.
This is why he gets sick.
I love you both so much. So I'm going to
Gwendolyn just glares at William.
He just sips his whiskey pointedly in her direction.
Who's
This
afraid
is
of
the
Virginia
game
Thorne?
now.
Is what's happening right now. I'm gonna calmly excuse myself from the table, head upstairs, calmly, and head directly to what was Will's room because I need to know what the fuck's going on.
Well, so you open the door next to your bedroom, which is the other door into your bedroom because that wall was knocked out and they, just had that space. So why not give you this huge bedroom all to yourself? Yeah. And
Fuck the dead.
your lacrosse trophies line the wall, your wrestling trophies, your swimming trophies lining the wall. All these pictures of you in the newspaper with your parents smiling beside you.
Oh, wait, you're a lacrosse star too?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, lacrosse is in the spring, and I wasn't before, but apparently I am now.
Yeah. You were in JV lacrosse.
I was in JV lacrosse.
Yeah.
Because I had to play what Bill played.
Wait, who?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I've never seen Joey drink a glass of wine that fast.
I know that. Oh, shit. We'd have to open the other one.
Oh, man, this got real.
Oh, man.
God, I
We
love
went
this
to
game
pop
so
it.
much.
I know.
So good.
I love that we're on the same page.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
You asked for a thing.
And
Yeah.
We're going to
Monkey
cut
Paw
away
Monkey?
from Will
this is a
staring
good,
at his massive bedroom bespeckled with his trophies. Ivy,
There's
Yeah.
this great move.
what do you do after you leave?
I know. Where do I go from there? Well, I think I don't leave.
Oh.
I'm going to leave.
Uh-huh.
But I approximately know where Max's bedroom is.
Yeah, you saw the direction he went.
I will do a scale a wall. I'll climb a tree. I'm going to do whatever I can to get outside that window.
You can actually just kind of sneak around back, basically.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was an upper floor or a back.
No,
okay, cool.
it's a ranch.
Oh,
style.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just one story. It's fairly modest. It's
Yeah, you need wine, honey.
yeah. It didn't,
She'll be your juice.
it didn't look cheap. But their furniture and
Yeah.
stuff. It wasn't cheap, and it's a decently sized house. But it's nothing like what you are used to with your friends.
Okay.
But yeah, this is how people who are
normal.
Yeah, normal. Yeah,
Okay.
not poor.
Yeah.
Because ew.
Right.
But, yeah, but normal people.
So not Salem's Lot style, but knock on the window. I know that Salem's Lot theme. So it's quiet knock.
After a few seconds,
Max.
The blinds kind of get pulled up a little bit, and you can see Max with his two brown eyes looking out at you. And he looks back at the door real quick, and then he
She just smile at him, just let me come in.
You're supposed to go. I can't trust you.
I just want to make sure you're okay. Of course you can trust me.
But you make me see things.
Let me come in.
And he takes a deep breath, and then he just opens up the window, and he actually just kind of reaches out and just sort of practically picks you
weirdly,
up.
yeah,
But
yeah.
He's so strong and just kind of
it seems effortless.
yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and like it helps you get into the.
I'm really sorry.
We have to be really quiet.
Okay.
Anna, if Anna catches you in here with me, like, I'm not supposed to have sex again.
Who's sad? I mean, isn't that what they always say?
Well, do they?
I think so. They just don't want you to have sex.
Virgin, like, 24 hours ago.
Dude.
What did I do to you?
Once that
What
ship
didn't
has
you?
sailed,
I was about to say, like, well,
But your
let's,
first time the threesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing you did to Max. Sorry.
I'm really sorry if I upset you asking you that question.
This is not a fist.
What question?
Just that stupid question about your eyes. I'm really sorry. It was just a dumb question, and I'm sorry if I made you feel bad.
Who is Will?
Okay, now we need to know, do I know who Will is, or do I... Or all of a sudden it's like it doesn't make sense to me.
Since I've started this crazy train.
Yeah. What do you think?
Weirdly, you do remember Will,
Okay.
but
Like, I'm not
but
sure.
it's kind of confusing also.
Excellent.
Like, I remember him, but it's sort of that weird memory where you're like, but maybe I'm getting him confused with someone else.
Well, and that dream thing where you remember it and it's there, but you can't
Right.
even
You know,
articulate
like
it
maybe
because
you had
it's
a
like...
really vivid dream where Oliver had a brother at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
But at the same time, you also remember there was this Christmas and a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, and maybe it was just a dream you were hoping
Okay.
for, but it seemed awful real.
Okay. Excellent. I don't know. I guess I'm super confused. There's so much stuff going on, and I don't know. I'm just really sorry I asked you that question because I realize now it was a stupid question and it was really rude and invasive, and I think I upset you.
It's not stupid. I just didn't know what to say.
I know. It's my fault. I don't know. I was confused. Like, I felt like when I looked at your eyes, like a couple different times, like you reminded me of somebody, and I'm not even sure that person's real. Max, you're the only one I can trust right now.
That was movement, so...
Yeah. I'm gonna try to turn you on.
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
actually, yeah.
I
Also because that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's where we were going.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, Baxter's done.
Right, yeah.
Oh my god, you guys, Tabby's doing the cutest little moves on
not
camera.
sure what's
That was
happening
adorable.
I don't know, but it's kind of working.
It was really cute.
I'm not mad at it.
Oh my god.
I know, it was cute.
Yeah.
I
Max is
liked it.
hot for you now.
Okay.
What's up, Max?
You looked a little like a little crab. It was adorable. Okay. So I got lots of pluses because I have more than 5 strings on you, so I got a plus. And I raised my hot to a 3.
Holy shit!
I want to be mortally mortal.
Right, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
maxed at +4.
Yeah, so
on the
plus
roll,
4.
So you're maxed out.
Yeah, so let's just
Maxed
roll.
out on that. Yes.
So roll good little dices.
Can't see dices.
Oh, they didn't roll awesome, but I still got a
10.
10.
It's still a 10.
Yeah, I got rolled a 6.
6 plus 4 makes 10.
Makes 10.
All right.
Except for the aftermath of this sucks.
Oh shit. Oh,
I
that's if.
Turn someone on.
Well, I mean,
Well, it depends.
Yeah. I mean, Max's kind of de facto answer is give myself to you because that's
Well, and he had kind of earlier in the stairway been like, at some point in the future, it just probably will be on.
Yeah. He says, I trust you too. And then he just grabs your face and just, like, kisses you. Like,
Yay.
real hard. Yeah.
Sexy kiss.
Ooh, yeah, super sexy kiss. Yeah, and we're gonna cut back to the desert.
Yeah.
Where things are a lot less sexy.
Yeah, that's another perspective. So
Same amount of howling and yelping, but
right, yeah, right.
Rose.
I'm suddenly that gif with all of like the math and shit flying from the face, like what?
Yeah.
Trying to calculate.
So,
Rose still thinks Lila's
the limit
beautiful.
does not exist.
Yeah. So
I hate you, but
So-
I love you, but I hate you.
Rose, you're looking at Lila, and you see exactly where this is going because you've seen it sort of before, and it's like the transition is still kind of happening, and she's kind of like yowling in pain, but you can see her starting to shift into the creature from your vision, and which is very similar to the one you ran into in the desert that you bound and escaped. But yeah, she is like you could tell it's real and it's happening, and like your senses are still heightened. You can still feel it and smell it, and you can like you can just practically feel her rage as well as her pain.
And I feel like Lila will probably throw a look in Rose's direction that's like the most horrifically pained face of like, make it stop. Like it's just like the most upsetting pain that you've ever seen Lila in.
And you can still feel that urge to like rush her and devour her, but you have like, but it's subsumed by your love for her.
Yeah.
So like you've got.
Well,
you
and
know
I
you're
have
not
a
going
plus to defend her right now
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So it's probably
And,
also a confusing like I want to
Yeah.
tear things apart, but also have to protect.
Exactly, yeah. Like, and you can feel just like your body is fighting against itself. Your instincts are fighting against themselves. Like like part of your instincts are partly telling you like, oh, kill, but you're still very much in control of your brain, which is saying no, that's Rose, and I would never hurt her. But you look down at your claws, your 2-inch long steel hard talons coming out of your furry fingers. You can feel like your t-shirt stretches, so it's kind of mostly still on, but like you can feel like your jeans starting to like parts of your jeans are ripping over.
Well, they're overalls,
yeah.
so they have the buttons at the hips.
Yes,
so
yeah,
those
so
are totally just
buttons pop, fly.
Yeah, and she's getting bigger, but not like like we're not talking Van Helsing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
or
they were like sort of slightly baggy, and now they're like tight. Yeah. And like you can feel. What kind of shoes were you wearing? Costumer. This is important.
She probably had on some. It's still warm out. Probably sandals.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So you can see like your furry toes with the talons, poking through the front of the sandals. And Rose, you see all of this too.
So she's starting to Hulk out through all of her clothes.
Yeah.
I rolled to turn her on. Except for the fact, like I said, it's probably like just this like horrified face. Like, when somebody's looking at you and is looking for help.
Right.
And you can sense the emotions on that face. Like, you can read them just as well as you could read her human face, I think. So, what do you do?
There are a couple things I could do. But I have a question for you.
Yes.
So there's the hex I used before, binding, which makes it so that someone cannot physically harm others.
Yes.
I'm wondering if I could use that to bind her to that rock.
I don't see why not.
All right, I'm going to start chanting in tongues.
The dark power gets a string on you to use that?
The dark power gets its 5th string.
Oh, shit!
sending me
Remind me
into
of
my
what that-
darkest self.
Oh, yeah.
So my darkest self is
Shit.
you find yourself shivering, needy, and alone. The dark power will make some daunting, open-ended demands. Every demand fulfilled brings you closer to feeling whole again and removes one of the dark power's strings on you. You escape your darkest self when the dark power is out of strings, or you make a bargain with an even more dangerous entity.
Oh.
Oh, it's bad.
You're so good.
That's really bad.
Drink your juice, Shelby.
No laughing from you. You sound like you're a longer.
I know.
It's so
glad you
cute
picked up?
and sad.
It's fine. He just
I
died
don't know,
of
we'll see.
consumption.
Right, yeah,
It's
yeah.
terribly bohemian.
I know we're going to play
We'll
our
get to the desert air.
Let's play our Napoleonic.
Yeah, because I'll be
Monster
curious
Right?
to see how this actually goes.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Regency.
So I'm
But
gonna.
they're doing something else on the other end of the table.
Oh, sorry. We got distracted because Gina brought up the idea of Napoleonic era Monsterhearts.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, that was the face you made.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'm using
Yes.
the move hex casting,
Uh-huh.
which is you can cast hexes. Choose to cast them. You either expend a sympathetic token during a secret ritual, or meet the target's gaze and chant at them in tongues. Then roll dark. On a 10 up, the hex works and can easily be reversed. On a 7 through 9, it works, but choose 1. Casting does you 1 harm. The hex has weird side effects, or trigger your darkest self. There's one I can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better
So-
hope it doesn't miss, because the last time that you did that, Lila
Yeah.
was around, and I think subconsciously the wolf part of her brain is going to go, I know what comes from this, and it's going to go, I'm not going to let myself
So,
be
yeah.
restrained.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
gonna give
better
the dark
not
power another
miss.
string.
Okay.
For a +2.
Oh, okay. Does our power 6 strings on you
6
now?
strings on me.
Jesus.
Shit.
Fuck.
So that is 7 plus 3 is 10.
Oh,
Skin
man.
of your
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Whew. Good thing you got that +2. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd have to have it have weird side effects.
Yeah.
That would be but not good.
You feel the power coursing through you. You can feel him smile. He's not there with you, like you can't see him. He's not manifested, but you can feel him smile. And like dried vines snake up from the rock and from the ground beneath Lila's feet, and they wrap around your limbs and hold you in place. Oddly enough, in a way, it kind of is a relief, because it like that one part of your brain that was telling you to kill Rose is like, fuck this, like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's exploding inside you right now. But that other part that was stronger is saying this is now we can't hurt her.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I think the expression on her face is going to change to like almost relieved, almost like thank you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Rose is still walking up,
Yeah.
even after all of this.
And that power felt so good. Like so right. And you kind of need to do it again, like sometime really soon, because that was awesome. And also, you know, if you just bring a few more people in, imagine what you could do if a group of you were wielding this power. It would be so amazing. And all you got to do is just get some friends. Just make some friends, which is fine because you're amazing and you're incredible and irresistible.
Right.
So
You'd have to be incredible in order
to
do
do
this,
that,
to save Lila. It saved her.
right? And
to
also,
save her.
did you notice like Lila is a fucking werewolf now, and she's still in love with you? That's how awesome you are. Just saying.
Filled with confidence.
Yes.
Rose is going to keep walking up to Lila.
God, I love that.
Oh, no. And How wolfy is Lila's face right now?
It's full like the picture we showed.
Yeah, I feel
it's sort of
it's the transformation has
it's complete now,
completed.
yeah.
So it's that mix. It's sort of like in that Wolfman territory where it's not like super snouty, but it's definitely got like more feral features on it, and definitely fuzzy.
Right.
I think the question is, can he boop the snoot?
There is a snoot to boot. I don't think it will be appreciated.
Yeah. The chat was wondering that too.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, Chad.
I'm with the chat.
Does
I got your back.
Does it seem like Lila's still there?
That seems like microaggression, so I don't think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, right.
Like she'll go up and
Yeah.
just say, "Hi," to the snarling beastie
She's
thing.
not snarling though.
Not snarling?
I think
Okay.
she's actually sort of like, kind of hanging. Like the reason she is still upright is because she's bound to the
Right.
rock. It's not because she's holding herself up anymore. She's completely like relaxed against them, and I think she's just staring at the ground, and it's there's. She looks embarrassed.
Oh.
Well then, Lila or Rose is gonna go up and give Lila a kiss.
Lila is going to turn her face away.
I love you.
And there's just like really thin line, and that's like it. And she just keeps her head turned away.
I know you don't, and I'm sorry, but I had to say it at least once. Yesterday was the best day of my life, and I'll remember it all. And I'm still your best friend, and I'll never, ever abandon you.
I've been trying to decide in my own mind whether or not Lila is going to be able to say anything or not when she was like super wolfy, but I think that for storytelling's sake that she can, but not very well.
Okay.
And she's just going to say, and still not looking at Lila, or Lila's still not looking at Rose, and just still Prince Charming. And like a quick look, like just like the eyes flick up at Rose, and then look immediately back down.
Oh my goddamn heart.
Are you turning her on or shutting her down?
Yes, I can roll one die for each.
No, you can't do that.
I don't think it's either. I think it's just her wanting to reaffirm and comfort Rose that she feels similarly, but the words are rough enough that it's obvious she's having trouble saying anything.
You'll always be my Prince Charming. And you're better than any beast. Since Beauty and the Beast was 1991.
Yes.
The TV show?
No, the cartoon. Disney movie.
Was
TV
it
show was around
really?
that
Yeah.
time, too, I think.
Yeah, I
It was
would
in the
think
80s.
so.
Before that, actually,
Yeah.
late 80s.
They showed it in the 90s. I remember watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After Saturday morning cartoons. Sorry, we digress.
I'm sure you get to rescue me time and time again. But right now I get to be here for you. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
What?
The Rose.
Just gonna start weeping. I know you didn't like it. It's okay. It was stupid.
Oh, it wasn't stupid.
You're still stupid.
We're crying. Like, no, I shouldn't have done it. I just wanted you to know how special you were. It's okay. I'm still here for you. And I'm not gonna let you. And she's gonna like give her like a really awkward hug on the rock.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to be kissed. A really awkward hug.
Yeah. And you sort of like, she's able to sort of like touch you a little bit. If this is okay. So,
since you're restrained.
It's not really like hugging back, but you know how like cats when they're like, you know, like kneading you,
like making muffins.
Yeah, and there's just like that little prick of the claws when they're doing it. Like,
I don't think she can reach.
Oh, okay.
But I think what she would probably do is move her head into Rose's neck.
Yes.
Oh God.
So beautiful.
And
that's when an ear-shattering howl pierces through the darkness.
Oh, God damn it!
Oh no!
Seriously?
Son
of a bitch. Rose is going to whip the motherfucker around. I'm going to kill this motherfucker.
Oliver.
God damn it! No!
Man. All right.
I didn't even get to say what I was going to say.
I think I just fell on my mic and like killed everybody's ears.
Yeah. I'm not
Don't worry, we're coming back.
No.
Pass the wine.
I have to immediately drop
I'm
this
like
goddamn
popcorn.
Listeners, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure this entire
that was a
actual
lot.
play over like the course of months is going to get through like a total of 4 days of this kids' lives.
No,
I don't think anybody
we're
is
not
sad
ending.
about it.
Yeah.
It hasn't completely come to
Yeah.
This
conclusion,
means there's
so.
so much more season 2.
Plus,
Right?
we're not
Exactly,
ending.
yeah.
And then season 3
Whoever
into
said we were
11
ending.
and 12.
Yes, yeah.
Things are still happening.
Yeah.
No, it's so good. I just can't, like, every time I'm like, let's fast forward, and then you're like, I want to go look for a book. I'm like, I can't pass that up. Like, let's fast forward. I'm suddenly a werewolf. Can't pass that up. Let's fast forward. Hey, your brother's disappeared.
Your brother doesn't exist.
So I have a question about that real quick, if I may. So one of the things that I had for Rose is that because she's the only Chinese person in school, is that Will tormented her mercilessly. And there's some really, really horrible, especially in the 80s and 90s, things that people would call Chinese people, especially
really
Chinese women. One was chopsticks, because that's what you need when you're going to eat Asian. And then the other one was sideways, because it was assumed that a Asian woman had a sideways vagina, like their sideways eyes, like their slit eyes. And
Actually fucking believed that?
I think it was just bullshit people said it. But in my head, Will tormented her.
Yeah.
That tracks.
With this bullshit.
Which
is one of the reasons why when they're talking about he's just like Will, when you gave her those angry eyes.
Right,
Just
it triggered.
Right, triggered that. So
for
I don't
sure.
know if that's going to transfer anywhere.
That seems like it's a big part of your character.
Yeah. I think it's got to go somewhere.
I don't know, because I also have a dark power too.
Right, yeah. You may just like it may just not matter anymore right now.
Well, also,
but
it's something we can
but
think about.
it can come back.
if I can propose something, it's weird that you don't quite remember who said all of
That's
those
what I
things.
was wondering if it's like, like my
that is
dealio.
really weird.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
fair
remember
enough.
the bullying, but not really clear on. Maybe they transferred and moved away. Maybe they graduated.
Some upperclassman asshole.
Yeah. This could be interesting because a lot of your animosity towards Oliver was based on that. That's going to be interesting to see how you might react differently to him after. So, okay, I'm glad you brought that up again because I had forgotten that. But Oliver, you're in your massive bedroom, the light of the full moon illuminating the room, glinting off of your massive numbers of trophies and awards. You perfect child, you.
You perfect only child.
Yeah,
They had to stop with the one.
Yeah,
You didn't need any
Why
more.
tempt perfection?
yeah.
I think at this point, Oliver's going to say out loud, like almost just under his breath, "What the fuck fuck is going on? And kind of recall the conversation that he had with the man in the suit. And there's no way. That's impossible. That's dumb. But none of this makes sense. But he's gonna go back downstairs to dinner.
And as you're walking down the stairs and you see all the family photos along the wall, like you and your mother and your father and all of them, and yeah,
No will whatsoever.
Nope.
Be careful what you wish for. Dark freaking power.
This is exactly what Oliver wanted, so I'm trying to decide if I want to.
You just breathe.
That's kind of where I'm going. Where
Yeah.
I think I take a moment at the stairs, looking at the pictures, and regather myself.
Yeah.
This is a new beginning.
I mean, he was already gone.
This is called having rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Well played.
well done, Shia LaBeouf. Slow clap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
No, I think he takes a moment at like the stair landing, like looking at the pictures, and puts himself together and realizes, good.
Roll a die.
Just a die.
Just a die.
3.
Okay. Royce appears at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
This is Royce.
Hey, Oliver.
I can't.
I think you were.
I think you're
Hey,
right.
Oliver. What's up?
You're the more bro one.
Okay.
Bro.
Are you okay?
Actually, Royce, I've never been better.
He takes a couple of steps up, closer to you. Like, I was just kind of worried, bro, because like you ran off and.
Yeah, I don't know if it was something I ate or just the emotions of the day, but I feel a lot better now, and I think things are only going to get better from here. Why don't you and Liam come up and we'll work on our homework to make sure we won't get in trouble with.
I know. I'm like, roll to turn on Liam and Royce.
Yeah, you're. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, roll.
I should remember her name.
Roll.
Cat?
Miss Jenkins. No,
Oh.
we don't want to piss off Miss Jenkins.
I'm like, please don't roll to turn Miss Jenkins on.
Yeah.
That
You got
is
this,
6
Boo.
plus 2 is 8.
Ah. Okay.
So they choose.
Royce says, yeah, let me go get him.
Yeah. We can work on some Julius Caesar.
Some of that Greek shit.
You know what they say? When in Rome.
He gets this huge fucking grin on his face. And he, like, practically bolts down the stairs. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you going to engage in some twincest?
Yeah.
Well, last time I basically had sex with my brother and my sister. So
Yeah.
this is not that much worse.
Yeah.
Kinda true.
This is only complicated for them, not for you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, they're each having sex with Oliver, not with each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I love this game.
I know.
Because I have to see her again. Yeah. Your mother comes around the corner.
I love her.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm ready.
keep her out of the room. I know.
Oliver, my sweet baby. My darling Oliver. Sweet, darling Oliver. Are you having your friends stay over?
I think so. We have a lot of homework to get through. And it looks like you have a lot of homework to get through, too.
I think I could use another.
Well, yes, you gotta keep up your strength.
Have a good night, darling.
Good night, mommy dearest.
Hashtag twinning.
Yeah.
Hashtag twinning.
Hashtag twinning.
Yeah.
It's like my mother is disgusting.
Yes, yeah. She stumbles slightly as she heads back towards the wet bar. Liam and Royce are like walking up.
Make me a martini.
Yeah. Yes. Consuela, another martini, please.
Extra dry.
Make it dirty.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
And Liam and Royce are like doing that like brother thing where they're like sort of like slightly shoving each other, but they're both like they've got this like grin on their faces, and they're like.
Remind me never to have sex with Liam and Royce.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Right? Yeah. And they get to the bottom of the stairs and they both look up at you and like they smile like huge, and they like Royce just like runs up the stairs and Liam like he kind of walks up to you slow, and he's like, "Can we stay the night?"
Well, I mean, I have this giant room. I'd hate to have it all go to waste.
And he just smiles and just kind of like brushes his fingertips across yours as he follows Royce up the stairs.
Nice.
Do you have like a California king?
I do now. I've got the room for it.
Yeah, right? Yeah. What's your sex move?
Well, it doesn't, in fact, because they're already part of
They're
my
already
play.
part of your
Yeah.
play. Okay. All right. Yeah.
But
You just have regular old sex.
right,
Well,
just-
you can give them the condition one of them.
I
but-
can.
Right, yeah,
So they're
yeah.
just super click.
That-
Yeah.
Right. Super quick.
Super click.
Yeah.
Super
Super
click.
clicky,
They're
super
super clicky.
Yeah.
Meow.
You wanted a musical episode?
Right. Yeah.
This is not it.
So.
There will be harmony, and it will be amazing. Right?
Yes.
We have to get going on that. We have to do it soon. But
I'll have a
figure
month
it
while
out.
I'm gone.
okay. All right. Yeah.
Figure that out.
We'll figure something out.
Yes.
Also, I think, because this is the way I've always pictured it because of cliches.
Yeah.
Oliver's window faces directly into Ivy's window.
That's true.
Yeah.
The curtains are not drawn.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. We'll see if Ivy makes it home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Because like just a few seconds into the kissing, Max is like starting to like unbutton his shirt, like
all 13 abs.
yeah, right, all 13
Extra
abs.
abs.
Yes. But yeah, he is like it's very similar to when you were both in the limo, or when you guys were in the limo. Like it's like he is not holding back. He is clearly excited about this. There is
It's a trap.
It's a prop.
there is confirmable physical evidence that he's into it. Yeah.
Excellent.
So what do you do?
No, I think she's super into it also. I don't know that she understands where this comes from. Like, because it's not... I think he's been the most consistently nice to her.
Yeah.
And I don't know, even though she's in love with Oliver and has been since she was probably, 6 years old.
Yeah.
So she perhaps has not had that kind of reciprocal affection and kindness
Yeah.
in that way before.
Although he did just like fake being sick to get you
He
kicked
did, but
out,
she
which is
thinks-
kind of hot for you.
Well, yeah, because she thinks it was totally her fault.
Right.
Right? She asked him the invasive, rude question, and so she...
poor Ivy.
I know. It was,
Poor
yeah.
Ivy.
So, are you saying that Max is becoming the new lover?
I know. I'm kind of.
Oh, that's
I'm kind of thinking about that because I think her love for Oliver has been blind, like just this blind adoration and love for him, but that she has been since the moment she met Max, has been physically attracted for unknown reasons because she maybe didn't even.
So you're saying like Max is the jughead to Ivy's Betty?
Yeah.
Wait,
that's probably
who is Ivy?
Archie got hot.
Ivy's Betty.
Yeah. Ivy's totally Betty.
Oh yeah. Oliver was the Archie, and
Yeah.
Ivy's superpower is that she's the hottest thing anyone has ever seen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I kind of think that, and I didn't know if we would do that mid-play or at the beginning. But I've been thinking about that since last episode.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really certain about any specific rules on
you
that,
just
but I
switch
believe,
it.
I believe the
And I give you a
mortal
string.
can just change it whenever.
It's you always have exactly one lover. The first is chosen during your backstory. If you ever fall in love with someone else instead, give them a string, and they become your new lover.
Okay.
And you always carry +1 forward to earning your lover's heart or fancy. So I kind of feel like that kind of just happened.
Okay.
So
he is a completely willing partner in this. Yeah.
okay. So I give you a string. You have a string, another string on me. You
If
have like
everybody's
a million.
okay with this, I think I'm going to erase suspicious because I don't think he's suspicious of Ivy anymore.
Oh, he's the suspicious one you have sex with.
He's just
true.
like the nicest person.
I think in this moment,
I know, that's
it could
the
happen
only
again,
problem.
but-
Believe me.
Yeah.
As a,
Right now, he's like too concerned
yeah.
with sex to stop trusting her.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what Tappy said is true, though. So as a player, going into the session, I was like thinking about it, and I'm like, the thing that works best for the mortal is having the most vile person as their.
Oh,
And so that's but I just feel like fictionally this is
makes
where
sense.
it's going.
Yeah. And it's not like you haven't gotten a lot of advances already.
No, and
I think she's
truly,
gotten 4.
you end up hurting
more, but
her.
she's in
Exactly,
advance.
you end up hurting her in a different
In a
way.
different way, yeah.
because of your naivete and your wanting to please other people, and so it's different than the way Oliver hurts her.
Unrequited love.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But it seems fair because it seems like that's kind of where this is going.
Yeah. Max is totally into it.
Yeah.
So.
No, and Ivy's totally going to try out the depends on your definition of it.
Okay.
So, because got to get freaky on your second time.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you doing to keep quiet upstairs or down at the other
Yeah.
end of the house?
Kind of true.
Last time we all had sex, it was rowdy AF.
And I have a feeling
we did
that
start with
Max might think that's how that's supposed to sound. Because, boy, last time was...
It was
Wow.
pretty loud.
We were in the whole other wing of the house. They didn't hear anything.
Right.
This is a considerably smaller house.
Yeah.
The chat room said, Max is such a nice guy. Several, in fact.
God, I love you.
Awesome.
Chat room
Well
is
done.
smarter than...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. They're adorable.
But
But I mean, we started the conversation trying to be quiet, but I imagine, we don't... Physical responses and such were...
Yeah. I know Max is really concerned with trying not to screw up. But he also is like really excited about the whole sex thing because it's really fun. So I don't know.
That's adorable.
To really keep his cool.
I think so, because I think otherwise... Sound carries, especially down those ranch-style houses.
Right,
And I'm pretty sure Max really has like an old twin-size bed. So
Ivy, I think, would be a little more capable
than
because she knows she snuck into the house, so she's going to stifle her whatever in a pillow and or hand into your chest, into whatever.
Yeah, let's see what keep
I don't
your
know.
cool lands you with.
Let's find out. Whoa!
And of course that one was a 6.
Yeah.
You got this, boo.
Oh, 6 again. Nice. 11. Is that cold? Minus 1, so 10.
10.
Hey.
Okay.
Shit.
Well done. Yeah.
So on 10 up, you get to keep your cool and gain insight. So do you want to ask a question, or you want me to narrate how this is helpful to you?
He made his cold roll. Keep your cool.
What do
he got
I
a 10 to
need
keep
to
his cool during
do
sex.
to make sure that Anna does not find out that this happened?
Well, there are a couple options.
Uh-huh.
One is not do it. The other is you're going to... You saw this movie once you weren't supposed to see because you were testing out the buttons on the remote and accidentally paid for something. And you saw something where it was a secret tryst and they had to be quiet.
Ooh, yeah.
The other option, though, which they did at a later part in the same film before Anna came in and found out what you were watching, was that they secreted themselves away outside.
Oh.
Oh.
Teenagers don't care where they have sex.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, that only applies to teenagers?
Right.
Doing it wrong.
He, with great...
Or right.
Yeah, right. With great difficulty, he stops for a second.
Okay.
He's like, let's go outside. So she doesn't hear us.
That's a great idea. Hurry up. I was like, hurry up.
Yeah.
Let's get outside.
He helps you get out the window, and you guys, you guys go out in the backyard. There's
It's a beautiful night with a big full moon out there.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
You can see everything.
See everything. Yeah.
There's careening howls in the distance.
Yes.
Thank God they're in the distance.
Right? Yeah.
More now.
Yeah.
So he leads you into the backyard. There's probably like some sort of like lawn chair or something like that. One of those like
Chaise.
trifold,
Yeah.
like those lounge chairs. You guys with the like vinyl band.
Yeah.
I remember those.
Yeah. You're
Super
like
sexy.
Yeah, and you're like trying to get on top of him, and your like ankle goes through one of the
Right?
bands.
It's like slip through. The
That
chair
might be
falls
more
over.
exciting,
Yeah.
though.
Right? Yeah.
It's accidental bondage.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Who knew this was a
bondage, please
thing?
don't
Do you think
speak.
people
The
know this
doors
is a
left
thing?
behind you.
This is hot.
This is awesome.
Accidental bondage is the name of my next band.
This should totally be.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's awesome.
Oh, I'm so
Didn't realize
excited
it was in the
about
vinyl.
Yay! Yay, teenage monster sex.
that. I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so
just
glad
got-
I'm not there. just
Are you really?
normal sex.
just a normal threesome.
Normal sex
You got it just at a normal
Your
threesome.
twin God intended.
God intended.
Normal sex with the twin boys that are under my twins.
Yeah, right. Always had sex with 4 people in this game.
Yeah.
On 2 separate occasions.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
When
Yeah.
is
3 if you
like-
count my prologue.
oh, that's true. Yeah.
hashtag
Yeah.
hashtag twinning?
Hashtag
Yes.
twinning.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't a virgin when we had the sex?
No.
No, he was the only one that went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the only person
Yeah.
who didn't lose his virginity.
And it was
that
also the one
day.
that found it confusing
Yeah.
because I was sleeping with my brother and sister.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
It was weird.
Yeah, you were in
Do we have to
that.
keep
Yeah.
saying it in those
Yeah, we
terms?
say it like as if it were my brother and
Yeah.
sister.
Where's the fun of that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, luckily you don't have a brother, so
Right, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or a sister.
Yeah. So the howl rips through the desert. It sounds so close. Like you both hear it in your your ears are so hyper attuned to everything right now. Anyway, and there's a it's not just a howl like you've heard them before. It's a message. It's a call. And Rose, you kind of like sense it as it's like when somebody else's phone is ringing, you know. But Lila, for you, it carries this entire idea just in the sound of it, and that idea is, "Come to me, let's hunt." Where are you? I need you. Let's hunt.
Lila's going to growl, but she's going to put her face further into Rose's shoulder. Like, almost protective.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think Rose will turn with, like, her head still there, but basically turn around and basically put herself in front of Lila.
Okay.
Looking out to what the fuck's around.
Yeah. Okay.
But head's still there.
Yeah. Yeah. You hear your dark power in your mind, and he says, be ready. You're in danger. No.
For what? I know for what. But she still says for what.
Yeah. And you both can smell the other scent on the breeze coming closer to you. There's some sort of yipping is the best word. What would you say? Like, because you're the wolf expert. Like wolf sounds that aren't howls.
There would probably be like yips and barks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Rose will wait until she sees something.
Okay.
But when that motherfucker is there, because she doesn't know what he's actually saying.
Yeah.
Just that there's howling and this thing.
Yeah.
She is going to stop her spell.
Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. So.
If he doesn't show up, then fuck that.
You hear it getting closer and closer, and then you see this silhouette across the desert from you. It just sort of like comes into view. It's large, like massive, like over 7 feet tall. And it has the same sort of shape that Lila does. But it's a more masculine shape.
So it's Jason Momoa.
Yeah. It's like Jason Momoa and Lila Werewolf makeup. Yeah.
I know.
That might have to be canon now.
No, actually, all right. The movie that the picture is from,
right, yeah,
Jason Momoa plays a werewolf in it, and it's really hot.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
But also werewolf.
Sorry, I use some out of character knowledge there.
Oh,
yeah,
it's fine. And you both know. Lila, especially by scent, but also Rose, just like you had such a clear sight of it. This is not the same creature that you ran into outside the Whataburger, or behind the Whataburger. This is much larger, and it locks its gaze in your direction. And it just starts charging towards you.
So, gonna cancel the spell.
Your bindings release.
While her head is still against Rose's shoulder, she's gonna go, "Love you, run," and she's gonna go bounding over her at the thing.
All right. Lila, why don't you lash out physically?
Yes, I will do that.
Yes! Werewolf. I have to run now.
Do the thing. That is terrible.
No.
So that's a 5.
Oh.
Is It's your first
Use
time.
these. Use
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
These are fair.
All right, we'll mark some experience. There's some XP.
I don't have anything that I can pull on either.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Loyal? Or that's...
Well, actually, wait.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't help me that much. I do have a +1 all rolls made to defend.
Oh,
the
yeah,
person I
that's
so
true.
it does get me up to a
That
6.
brings it to 6.
Would pulling a string on her to make her run help bump me at all? Because I'm getting her out of the way.
It might distract him.
Is there
Yeah, it
anything
wouldn't really
I can
bump
do
you.
here? Is there anything I
there's
can
no
do?
like help.
Son of a bitch! It might just be a not great thing.
Okay.
She's gonna get her ass kicked real bad. Tender moment to, well, now Lila's dead.
Are you sure I have no strings on you? I said I had. Mine said I had one on you. No,
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
one on my other one.
It's
No, I have multiple ones.
Yeah, I don't have
It's-
anything that I can eke out of here.
It's gonna be fine.
No, it's
Okay.
not. But I have a 6.
Okay.
No.
So
Now +1 forward.
so you rush forward like the two of you just close it, like running so fast now you're just closing the distance.
The body probably still feels really awkward. Feet are shaped weird. Everything
And-
is off.
Yeah, and it's like you know how to do this, but it's just not quite right. And you swipe at him, and like you just like your arms are just longer than you thought, so your wrist just kind of hits his arm instead of your claws. And he just kind of whips his arm around and like pins you, and just takes his other hand, sinks his claws into your chest, and just lifts you up, and just slams you down to the ground.
How much harm am I taking? I guess that's really my question here.
Let's see. You're gonna take.
If I remember correctly, like in the book, it's like a bullet wound is like 2 harm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Are there any guidelines for werewolf harm in your moves?
They don't add any.
Not
They don't,
really.
right?
There's nothing
Yeah.
that adds any.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing like a big bonus, but I think she
Yeah.
can also probably handle a lot more than a
Yeah.
normal person.
It's true.
would.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say 2.
Okay. That's
Say 2.
that's what
2
I
harm.
honestly would call it
Yeah.
as
That's
well.
It is. It's a lot.
for this system is 4 harm.
Yeah, because it's 4 total. Like
Yeah.
But yeah, the wind is knocked out of you. You feel the pain in your chest from his claws that dug through even through your.
Yeah, it
thick
probably lets
fur.
out like a really piercing yip.
Yeah, and
That is not as loud as a scream from Rose.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it sounds like a dog being kicked. Like
Yeah.
it's a horrible sound.
and you like, and he just like. He's just like on top of you, just kind of like crushing you against the ground. His fanged maw is in your face, snarling, and there's like drool dripping from his slaver. It's not drool, it's slaver. You can see the like what's in his eyes. It's not hate necessarily, but it's definitely domination. It's definitely like.
Fuck that guy.
Power, yeah, and Rose, you're. I don't know what you're gonna do. What are you planning to do?
She doesn't have anything she can do except maybe rip the silver, quote unquote, pinnacle off her neck and throw it at it.
Stop!
You took hexes?
Yeah, no, I don't
Right.
take hexes. I can spend strings for it.
Strings to get
But I'm
okay.
6 in, and I
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
I don't want to just
Yeah.
spend strings for hexes.
Yeah. Because it's like if you're gonna
But you
spend
take
all your
another playbook
yeah,
move.
if you're just gonna constantly do hexes, it's
that
like
might
you
as well be a
play a
witch,
witch.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no, 'cause
but which
if
may
you took-
too eventually.
Which-
but-
Well, if
Yeah.
you took another playbook
But-
move,
Right,
could
but that's an
take
advance.
Could
exits.
you could spend
Well,
an
no,
advance
that's
on
why I
it.
didn't know if
Yeah.
that's what.
But-
Oh, I see.
Happy
I see.
ending.
Has
But
this creature given any indication that there is any interest in Rose?
No.
Okay.
Not at this point.
My goal is going to be to keep them focused on me.
Okay. And you're snarling, you're like grabbing at it, you're raking your claws against his
I
arms.
think it's also trying to, like, it's like fully on the ground,
How
right?
did
Been
this
completely
happen?
knocked
Jesus.
down.
Yeah. mhm,
Magic.
yeah.
I think there's also going to be an attempt to push up with legs and
Yeah.
flip them up and
Yeah.
over off.
And you're trying, but he is so strong, and he's like practically twice your mass.
Well, I think that's what the only thing that the pentacle will do is distract it.
Yeah. And,
Beautiful idiot.
and
So
you,
stupid.
Yeah. But you do it. You throw that pentacle, and
It's gonna kill it.
It's silver. You throw it as hard as you can. It like skitters, or like, no, it like it hits against his. Huh?
Is that lashed out?
No.
No, it is not going to do anything.
Last shot is enough to do damage.
It's silver.
I might distract. No, it's not
It's
silver. It's
silver.
hot topic silver.
It's hot topic
Yeah.
silver. It's like tin.
Yeah.
I thought you had some
Yeah.
special.
No. She thinks it's silver,
Okay.
but it's not
All
silver.
right.
Awesome.
We got 3 minutes left.
No, we
got
have
all
way
the-
more
Well,
than
then
that.
let's let this
I'm
happen
gonna-
and
come
let's
on, go.
let's get
I'm
here.
going to control some narrative here.
Okay.
Because you know how I love to do this, and there's something special about next episode. The pentacle like pings against his bicep, and just kind of like falls to the ground, totally ineffective. But he does kind of like look over at you for a moment, and you can see the like. It's almost like a. Like, both of you can tell this just from his expression. There's a kind of, like, playfulness, like a cat about to, like, toy with a mouse.
Lila's going to take a snap at him, though, to try and get attention back on
Ooh,
her.
okay. You snap, you, like, bite into his wrist, and he just, like shoves you and just kind of turns, and you're in such pain. You are so hurt, and he is so strong, and like you're not afraid. You're still gonna go after it, but like he is heading towards Rose, and you're like coiling up to make that leap, do or die.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it, and there is a flash of silver fur, and it just slams into him, throws him for several feet, and just leaps on top of him, ripping and slashing at him. As the two of you can smell the hot blood like splattering out from him, and the guttural growl of the other werewolf has just appeared.
How many werewolves are here?
So many werewolves. Every werewolf.
And we'll have to find out who it is next episode.
Are we near Razor Ridge?
Actually, not that far
Not that
away.
far.
That's in Utah.
Well, let's see, Arizona-Utah border.
Yeah.
So we're not that far.
And
I
that's
miss
where we
running
will
Razor
end it
Ridge.
for the night.
Oh, I'm so upset.
I
Joey.
don't remember how to end the show because I don't remember, so we gotta keep playing.
Okay.
That is a good.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
But-
so I'm going to...
Okay, just go get Stu and we'll just keep playing.
Yeah.
It was one of my best cliffhangers ever.
It's a good cliffhanger.
I know it is,
but-
but we're having fun and we like
I know. But yeah, so Joey is not going to be with us 2 weeks from now.
I'm so sorry. I planned the vacation before this game started, or else I would.
Right? How
Way
sad
range
is that?
thing.
Can
Yeah.
you get
That's crazy,
really
yeah.
good Wi-Fi?
Right.
Don't tempt me, Frodo.
Although we are going to have a special
FaceTime, yeah.
guest
Yes.
this time.
We
Yes.
are having a
Our
special
special
guest.
Who has been looking forward to this for
Yes.
over a month?
And I
yeah.
cannot wait
Our-
to watch the episode.
Yes. Our special guest is none other than Abria Lipscomb.
Right?
Yes, Queen!
She's going to be here rocking it. What is possibly her last Happy Jacks appearance before her wedding, too.
Right?
Right.
So, yeah, so Abria is going to join us next episode.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from tonight.
2 weeks.
I have no announcements really because because this is the only Happy Checks game I'm in right now.
What about Checkers?
Oh yes. And it's actually a real thing now. We need to tweet about it. Abria and I are really bad at social media, but Abria and I have been working on a podcast, which is eventually going to be a weekly podcast. But we're both bad at this. But we're also really good at it. But it's called Checkers. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at Checkers Podcast. You can email us. The email address is thecheckerspodcast@gmail.com. But follow us on Twitter or Instagram, and you can find it now. We are on iTunes. We're working on getting the other services ready, but the first 2 episodes I think should now be on iTunes. Yes.
What is the podcast about, Adam?
The podcast is geek news and information and discussion from the marginalized perspective. So women, queer, people of color, all of the non-straight cis white male versions. And our tagline is, we have stuff for straight cis white males, but we're also going to kind of make fun of you a lot. So, so we've got an episode talking about roles of women in Star Wars and Deadpool 2, as well as like the bullshit pulled on Kelly Marie Tran, our dear love.
My sweet cinnamon roll.
Yeah, so that's our first episode. Our second episode, we've got a review of season 2 of Westworld, and also a rant about season 2 of Westworld. We talk a little bit about Chris Hardwick and not a lot about Chris Hardwick because whatever, but we have a lot of discussion about the Me Too movement and respecting women and how not to be an asshole nerd. So if you're an asshole, you should listen to us because we will help you learn how to not be an asshole. So. But anyway, yeah. So it should eventually be coming out on a regular basis, but there's just we're still very new at this. But there are 2 episodes out. You can find us on iTunes, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and we will eventually get more going and have it on a regular basis. So Checkers Podcast, come find us. So yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, now I know what I'm listening to on the plane is Checkers Podcast. I didn't know the first episodes were out.
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited about that.
Yes.
You can find me here for this, pretty much.
Yeah.
Also, we are still on hiatus with wizardcops.com, our horror Harry Potter podcast, which is going to its 3rd season, which has been a lot of fun, but getting actors together is an absolute nightmare. And still figuring out how our system works is a lot of fun, too. So if you like seeing how a system evolves as players try to figure out how things work...
I like evolving systems.
Tappy is intrigued.
I love you. You're going to hate this.
Okay.
But we are figuring it out. We are eventually going to have a system put together once my co-writer for the system listens to me. Finally.
Give him the fan thing.
No, he doesn't watch this podcast. It's wasted on him. It's fine. But that is, you can catch up wizardcops.com. It's a lot of fun. It's 3 Aurors battling evil wizards in New York City in modern times, which, based on Wizarding World, is about the 1920s. It's a lot of film noir, very Art Deco. It's a lot of fun. And we'd love to have you listen.
I am here every Monday. I'm either in this game or I'm playing Insert Coin, which is a Tales from the Loop game, which has gotten super crazy pants.
So good.
So much crazy pants. There are some weird creatures that showed up, and I wanted to go and join them, but they probably won't let me because it's not Monsterhearts.
Hey, welcome everyone in Canada.
I don't know, fake kid.
Midge is the weirdest and the best.
Yeah, no. I think Jason wins for best in that game.
He's a robot. He's best robot.
Damn it. But I am also on a podcast, Told Sided Stories Otherworld London, which is a produced podcast at the Call of Cthulhu 1890 system. We record in advance, so I always kind of forget which episodes are dropping because there's a lot, and we're rolling up towards our finale. And if you like produced podcasts with really great sound effects and music and super spoopy stuff, that is the place for you.
Yes.
Can attest, amazing
Spoop.
podcast,
Yeah.
so good. And only like hour chunks, so you're constantly wanting more.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear me playing basically George and Vanessa Ives, that's the place to hear it.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It is so good. I live every moment of it.
It's so good.
So, yes.
Yeah. Spoopy as fuck.
Yeah.
I am here.
Accurate!
And you can also find me at ArsonCrafts1 on Twitter, where I will tweet a lot of crazy gamer bullshit.
Also, interesting gamer bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy interesting.
Yeah.
And how.
And Happy is fun to follow on Twitter.
Yes.
He's fun to follow in real life, too.
True. Yeah. No, we do that.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure he does.
Why else would I go to all those cool places?
Oh, yeah.
Why would I just be at home?
They'll like this place. I'll just go there and they'll follow.
I am on Happy Jack's RPG podcast every other week, so I'm not...
Yeah.
Usually it's the week right before Monsterhearts.
Well, and check out the forums because you're.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
active on the forum.
I'm really
and
active.
Discord.
And the
Oh,
Discord.
yeah.
I'm very active on the Discord, on Happy Jack's Discord.
Yeah.
If you want to get onto the Happy Jack's Discord, go to happyjacks.org.
Yeah.
Not .com, because that will take you to some smoking website.
Yeah.
Go to happyjacks.org and check out our Discord and our
Forum.
our forum. And if you post, I will 100% respond to you.
We love posts. I check it probably at least once a day.
Yeah.
Does anybody post anything new? No? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the Discord, if you go to the actual plays and post something there, I will probably respond as well.
That's awesome. I'm on the podcast, I think, again this Friday, but we have Blood, Blade, and Tusk.
All right.
Stu has started a second campaign of that in his Moment of Truth system. So we had our session 0 like a week and a day ago. So we'll be playing our first session this coming Sunday, and Abria is in that store because Matt, Miss Samantha.
Yes.
It's gonna be good.
It should be good.
Yeah.
My demi squad.
Yeah. Oh, I love the system is awesome too, y'all. It's medieval Europe with orcs, but it is not your traditional kind of high fantasy like D&D and stuff. So it's got a little more.
It's
of
very
historical,
it's very historical, low fantasy.
Yeah, no, I love that. Low fantasy,
Also,
low magic. There is magic, but it's on the down low because historically,
I always have to work really hard to say Blood, Blade, and Tusk rather than Blood, Blade, and Blusk.
What's a blusk?
What's a Blusk?
But
You have to pay extra for a blusk.
Second channel of some top night.
Nice.
Well done.
Bria and I just played the second session, the finale too of ShadowCon. We ran
I can't wait to listen
two
to that.
games of Tears and Kisses in the Rain. It was pretty fantastic.
Also,
So-
when do we have to run a full thing of that? Because I'm
I
so
know. That's
in.
what- that's what we talked
It's
about.
a dynamite system.
I'm
Oh,
in.
It is a
Yeah.
dynamite
Excited
system.
about it.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
talk about that offline. I would love to
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
And then in
Yeah,
a week,
I will tell you things.
Cool. In a week from now, we're playing Cthulhu Dark. We're doing a one shot of that before. Our intention was to run Warhammer 4, but they have not released the PDF yet, so we may jiggle things around. But lots of stuff coming up. Look at the calendar. It's there.
Calendar will be posted up in just a moment. And join us in 2 weeks for more Carefree High. We would love to have you here.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Love you.
Ciao.